Up loud.
I'm waiting for him to click.
It's on.
I need a LeBron pill.
Oh, I got you. Ready?
Yeah.
Thought I had my tickets, but I don't.
First stop to the next stop. Covering all your sports info. You step in and stand clear.
Let's go. Don't stop.
You got Super Dave, Coach Kirk,
Sir.
and Todd the Magnificent.
Show you right.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip hop and sports live.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. We are live Monday, June 24th. It is Super Dave along with Coach Kurt, Serge the Sports Star,
What's happening?
Slick the Relic,
The living fossil we almost forgot about.
no doubt, and Todd the Magnificent.
Back in the building, ready to go.
All right. So, right quick, just want to start off by saying we had our 5th anniversary here at Bars and Hoops. Actually, they celebrated, so shout out to everybody at Bars and Hoops.
Yeah.
They had their 5th year anniversary. We showed up. It was Friday. Skill the Great, Tiny, and of course, Cecil Postel, the bearded one, Pop, Rally Radio, 12 to 2 on Saturdays and company. And, a couple of showed up and, it was a nice gala. It was a little, last minute they had to change the venue, but it was a real cool thing. And people came out and they showed up. 5 years and, the ups and downs of a radio station, but it was cool. And, we've been here 3 years and some change and, we hope to keep it going. We still in the growing stages. I got to stay after class, but a lot of guys hold me down and help us get through it. And we're here to talk some sports and bring some entertainment here every Monday, 4:30 to 6:30. And appreciate all you guys being here with us and everybody tuning in and sharing the love with us. So let's get it cracking. Coach Kurt, everybody, Serge, the Relic. Todd, how was your weekends?
Weekend was blessed, man, as always. I had a good one out with the wife on Saturday. We went to the spot. I thought about you.
Oh, you did?
With the Popeyes.
Oh, wow.
I thought about you, Kirk.
Wow.
He thought about you enough not to bring home a doggy bag. I don't understand it.
And I was telling her, I say, yo, Kirk keep talking about it. The fellas, he want to come back. So we had a good time. They always feed us good there. And of course, my Sundays are blessed. So I had a good weekend.
That's good.
Pretty good.
All right.
I'm happy for
The
you.
Relic, go ahead.
It was hot. That's about it. Take care of the family.
That's
All right.
good, man.
More exciting things coming this week.
Continue to be blessed.
You're a good son, man.
Try.
That's all
I'm a
we
better,
get. That's
I'm
all
a
we
better,
get.
Sports
I'm a
star.
better father.
No doubt.
Okay.
All right, Pop. Sports star.
I don't know what to say after this guy, I swear. But anyway, I had my grandson, so it was always a blessing when I have him.
Oh, yeah.
We was at the park for 6 hours on Saturday. He was at the park for 6 hours. I was at the park. I was at the park for half an hour and 5.5 hours in an air-conditioned car chilling, watching him have the time of his life. As long as he's having fun, I'm good.
That's right.
And then Sunday, it's funny because I got him Friday night. My youngest daughter calls me. I heard you got Noah with you. Y'all going to the movies on this weekend? I said, yeah, why? Can I go? I ain't been in the movies with my daughters in 20 years at least.
Wow.
And out of clear blue, she pop up want to go. So Sunday, we all went to go see Inside Out 2 because that's what she wanted to see. It's cool. It was nice.
That's
It's
the
a good
hot
movie.
movie, man.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. For
Yeah.
animated movie,
Yeah.
it's an excellent
Okay.
movie. You'll laugh,
Yeah.
it's entertaining.
Good.
I had a good time with them, and then I hung out with him the rest of Sunday, and then now he's gone for the summer. He's leaving Thursday, and he won't be back till the end of August. So that was my last real
That's
good
your
time with
partner,
him.
man.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
partner in
your
crime.
partner,
Yeah, I
yeah.
lost him for like 6-7 weeks, but I'd already told him. I said, you make sure you call Grandpa at least once a week, because if you don't, in August we ain't hanging out. I'll call you, Grandpa. I don't expect no phone calls. Don't get it. Grandchildren. If I get a call from one of them, it's usually because they need money. Other than that, not him so much, because he's only 9 and he don't
Yeah.
really act like that. But he's 9 and he ain't thinking about me. He thinking about
having a good time.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's
He's
living
hanging.
the moment.
He's hanging with his dad for the first 5 weeks, and then he's gonna be with his other grandmother for a couple of weeks, and then I get him at the end of the summer, like I always do. I get him for a week, and then we do whatever. We hang out. Mostly we go to the park, because he loves the park. But it was good. Like I said, anytime I have him, it's a good time.
That's right.
So, really nice weekend.
That's good, man.
Coach Kerr.
I had a eventful and uneventful weekend. I went to the park, go watch a couple of games. My boy calls me up. Yo, I need a ride to the airport. I said, all right, no problem. I want
Call
to.
Mongo.
Right, I know, right?
He
He
be
probably
late.
would have been late.
He late. Yeah, he late.
But
What,
anyway,
what time's your flight?
yeah.
I'll see you at 3. I'll see you at 3:30.
The car's being babied right now.
So he calls me up. He says, I'm gonna be there around 12 o'clock. I said, okay. So he calls, yo, I'm coming over the bridge. So I wasn't thinking, okay, why you driving? But I didn't realize that he wanted to leave his car
In front of your house.
right in front of my
Right.
house. So I said, okay. So I went outside. He's in the car. So I'm standing there, like he said, oh, come on, get in. I didn't know his wife was going. So anyway, went to the airport, dropped him off. I came back, put the car in the driveway.
Where you leave his wife at? That's just a
Yo.
joke.
Sorry,
Bad
son.
joke. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Start trouble. Start trouble.
You got
I'm
any sound
sorry.
effects, Mongo?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Bad joke. Bad joke.
Hold up. That deserves a minute.
That deserves a mint. Thank you.
Oh.
See, I got. Oh, here, Mocha. Here's yours.
Here comes the
So
LeBron.
Todd.
Here comes the
You
LeBron.
You got the empty one.
Yeah.
We didn't even start talking basketball. All right.
So I dropped him off. So 3 o'clock, he calls me. He said, yo, man, I'm still here. I said, where? He said, I'm still at the airport. He said, we on the runway. The plane, they holding up the plane because
Oh, okay.
he was flying to Cleveland, Ohio. And then they go and get a ride to Dayton because they couldn't get a flight directly to Dayton.
Direct date.
So 3
Could
o'clock,
have got the train.
they didn't want to take a train
Oh.
or the bus,
Amtrak.
whatever. Right.
Yeah, go from
Right.
through
too long.
Dayton
Right.
up to Chicago.
Even though there's
Underway
no
go.
Amtrak stop in Dayton. I checked because I have a friend that lives in Dayton. So I
You gotta go to
Oh no, that's
Cleveland.
right. They
yeah,
You
That's
or
right,
Cincinnati or something like
Right,
that.
Yeah.
right.
They
They adding one to Dayton.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what it is.
They don't have one
Say
in
it again?
Columbus
They
either.
add
Right,
one to
You
Dayton.
gotta go to Cleveland,
Right.
but
Yeah.
then you gotta drive 2 hours back
Exactly.
to Columbus.
So
Same thing.
That's right.
3 o'clock turned to
I saw that
5.
the other day.
they
added
still
one.
on the runway.
What?
He calls me back at 6. He says, yo, come back and get me. I said, you serious? So I come back and get him. He said, yo, they
Cancel the flight.
canceled the flight because the weather, whatever.
Weather conditions.
Right. So he said we leaving at something 6 or something in the morning.
Right.
He says, you gonna be up? I said, just give me a call. So he calls me at 5. I said, all right. He said, yo, I'm on the way. I said, okay. So I went to the bathroom, washed up, whatever. He called me back 15 minutes. They canceled the flight again. Just like that. So I went back and laid down. He said, yo, they moved it to 12. He never called back. So I don't even know whether he went or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still on the
Wow.
runway.
But you know what?
And that was my weekend. Yeah. I do for him. He do for me. Yeah. How about your weekend, David?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
well, you know, just finding out about when they came with the final details with laying LaSalle to rest,
Mhm.
and it'll be Thursday. So if anybody out there listening and is a friend of LaSalle Stevens, will be laid to rest Thursday. The wake is from 9 to 10 at J. Foster Phillips. It's on 179th Street and Linden Boulevard. And the service will be right behind it. from 10 until, and then they'll have a repass 3:30 in the afternoon to like 6:30 on Rockaway Boulevard. Stepping in the room is our boy Greg Erskine. Peace. Part,
Too late now.
It's a little late for that.
part of our
Got announced.
You all on the screen right there.
all right. Well, you know, he's our studio audience. You know, he bring tomatoes, he boo us, he cheer us on, he bring good insight, you know. So, you know, just getting little construction work done around the house, and thank goodness for them dudes. That guy Les came in and he just ran that line like
He fixed that problem. I know you said
just like it was nobody business. He fixed it.
That's good, man.
Like,
Let's know what he's doing.
He's a master plumber. So,
Know what he doing.
so shout out to him. But thank goodness, it was like what a relief. But anyway,
Good, man.
As we move forward again, you know, we all gonna go out. You know, Stevie was a heck of a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna go out Thursday, and we're gonna
Celebrate his life.
right. And you know, he's always very cheerful and never had a bad moment, say, with anybody, you know. So it's always happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy Wednesday, happy Thursday. Because this Thursday would be sad, but you know, it'll be gone, but we're gonna move on. So we need to say rest in peace to Willie Mays, right?
For sure to say
Definitely.
And
Greatest ball player ever.
I neglected to say, you know, like, you know, things just be happening, and like Angela Bofield, like I was like, so like, oh man, like where was I? And that happened on the 13th, and I like just caught it. I was like, wow. I remember going to see her in the Blue Note a couple of times when I guess when we was much younger. She was like the bomb. I mean, you know, really. And she put on a good performance and everything. So she was somebody great.
Incredible singer. She never got really the recognition like
Right.
other people got.
Yeah.
She was an incredible singer.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
Before you do it, on that same note with Willie Mays, when they did the game in Alabama, listening to Reggie Jackson
I
talk,
heard that.
and you know, and I thought it was some good listening, and you know, he said a lot of things. You know, man, I won't go into this, but
maybe you should.
well, it's funny when you know you say things. Well, you know, people from the past, when they say things what actually happened to them and how they were treated, how a certain group of people are shocked by it. And it's like, how y'all be shocked by it when y'all know this is what stuff happened?
Exactly.
Y'all know. And I just, you know, maybe, you know, it need to be said more by people of color, any ethnic color, things that happen to them. And you need to hear it from the stars, you know, not just regular people, that this is how they treated us. I'm playing baseball and I'm treated this way, and I can't go here, I can't go there, I can't sleep here, I can't eat here. They need to hear it more.
Basketball
Well,
too.
you know,
You know,
Bill
any
Russell,
sport.
Bill Russell went
Any
through that
sport.
his whole career in Boston.
Right.
You know, they broke in his
Yeah.
house and defecated in his home and all
Right.
kind of stuff. You know what I mean? It was crazy.
You know what the thing is? A lot of people that went through that kind of thing, they now in their 70s, and
Right.
their 80s.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody under 50 who really went through that kind of
Right.
what they went through.
Exactly.
That craziness,
Right.
Right.
that level of racism.
Mm-hmm.
We've got racism. There's no doubt about
not
that.
like
but it's
that.
not at that
Not
level.
extreme. and
Right,
like
where they putting up signs saying you cannot come in here.
Right.
You cannot sleep here. You can't drink this water fountain.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that extreme. It's still extreme as far as I'm concerned. It's still
Right.
too bad, but it's not that.
No, it
and
wasn't that.
the fact that they are so old, they the ones with the memories.
Mm-hmm.
They the ones that's got to be the ones that's really pushing it, because if they don't, after a while, there ain't gonna be nobody who remember that,
Tell the
It's true.
story.
and they will
That's true.
whitewash it like
course
they
they
do
will.
everything else.
Of course they will.
You know what was so funny? Like I was watching the news, and like they were saying, I think it may be Willie Mays' first wife. I don't know how many times he was married, but she was apprehensive about moving to California because she was so used to
New York.
the confines of New York,
Mm.
and like moving to California, San Francisco, they wasn't accepting, to her. So it was real awkward for her. So not only as an athlete and as a star, what about your companion that you have and whatnot?
Right.
And they had to go through something too because they rode that same ride with you and whatnot. And it's just a lot,
It is a lot.
when you look at it and you recognize that it was a tough battle. And like when we look at it, Willie Mays was, I think he served 2 years in the service?
Yeah.
And whatnot. And they were saying that he probably would have broke all records.
Yeah, he would have had Babe Ruth.
That's 2 years out of his
You're talking
Twilight
about
of his
early years.
career.
Anywhere between 80 and 100 home runs. He would have
Right.
had like 760.
Yeah.
He had a house, maybe about 6 blocks, 7 blocks from my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew his son, Michael Mays. I ain't gonna say I hung out with him, but I knew him, from the
Right.
neighborhood or whatnot. I think that was his adopted son. I think,
Okay.
I wasn't really quite sure. I'm not gonna ask him that, but that's what I was assuming. But it was right there on Ditmars Boulevard or whatnot, So I've gone by there many times.
But while we on this subject, I think I expressed it earlier on the text.
Mhm.
What bothered me the most about this was that there was only one brother on that field who was African American.
During the
You
game?
had dark skinned
During the game.
Latinos,
Right.
but during the game there was only really one African. And now the game only has 6% African American playing.
Mm-hmm.
You honoring all these guys
Mm-hmm.
all these years later, when the game has turned into what it is now. It's
Right.
not what it was when
No.
they was playing, because back then it was 15% or
Right.
something like that, which is still representative.
Mm-hmm.
But 6%,
No.
it's hard. The Yankees got one. I don't know if the Mets even have African American.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Yeah, he's light skinned, but he's
Oh,
Stewart, DJ Stewart, I think. Yeah,
oh.
I looked it
okay.
up.
That's
I had to
good.
look it up.
Is he an everyday player? Because
That's what
Hey, I mean, he plays. He plays.
No, Yankees guys, Jumani Jones. he
Yeah,
don't hardly
Jumani
ever
Jones.
play,
Right. He's an
but-
outfielder, right?
Yeah, he hardly played, but still.
Yeah,
he's the
DJ
only
Stewart
one.
plays, but he
It ain't
mostly
so many
DH.
of them, and we all know the numbers.
And maybe
is-
Trent
is
Grisham,
low.
because I'm not
It's
sure
very
what
low.
Trent Grisham is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. You have to look at it because I had to look it up for Stewart.
It's very low right now, and it's been like that for the last couple of years. Because even like I said on the text when we was talking about it, they took all the ball fields away in the black communities.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like you said, the ones that are there, they not.
They don't take care
they
of
don't take care of them, and I don't think even if they're out there, they're not being used by blacks.
No.
You know what I mean? They don't have the little league tournaments anymore like they did when I was coming up.
No,
I know
they
they
have
don't.
some, but it's very
Not in,
few.
not in my old neighborhood.
You
I
go
know
further out to
I'm saying.
Long Island, they big
Even-
out there.
Even when I first moved to Canarsie, I had my kids in little league. At Seaview
I know
Park.
you see
I used to coach up there with
Uh-huh.
them. And I don't see that anymore up there anymore either.
Yeah, it's
It used to
changed
be
a lot.
sponsored by the 69th Street
They don't have the
Precinct.
Coney Island League
But
no
they
more
don't have
either?
it either.
my nephew played, and I mean, he's just finished his first year of college,
Mhm.
and he was pretty good. But for some reason, he was a little apprehensive, and I don't know if he was aggressive enough. But his father tried to push him, but he didn't. He came not to like it, So I don't know if they over pushed him.
That
But
might have had something to
He
do with
sort
it.
of was nonchalant. He played at a high level, but when he was on, he made the team, and then I think the position he was playing, somebody came and took it, and he was like,
You know,
Okay.
play no more.
and
He didn't want it no
he
more,
didn't
right.
really.
It
Yeah,
happens.
you can't push
Kill
kids
the
to play
job.
in any
Yeah.
sport. You
They
can't-
have to
they
want
have
it.
to come from within.
Right, you gotta love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If you don't
exactly.
love it inside,
Yeah.
you're not gonna
You're
play
You're
it,
not.
no matter how good you are.
Exactly.
You got to love the game, whichever game it is.
Wasn't Dana
Okay,
was
if
the
it's
same
darts.
way, wasn't he?
Who?
Dana.
I don't want to.
Well, he played. Didn't he
I
play high
mean,
school?
yeah,
too?
but I don't. Yeah, he did. I don't want to say that. That was it. Dana loved the game inside and out,
Right.
from little going on. So I'm not really privy to say
Okay.
right now what it was, but I'll tell y'all later. All right.
All right. All right.
I know I sent that clip through the text with Reggie Jackson. Remember he had that
Right.
interview? So he talked about it too, how
Yeah.
he couldn't eat certain places and You know,
Mhm.
team he couldn't go to a hotel. If he was with them, he couldn't. They wasn't gonna go into the
Right.
hotel and stuff. So yeah, that was.
I
big,
think
man.
you made a good point. Was it you that mentioned about Vita Blue?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh,
They sent it. I don't know if I sent it, but him and Catfish Hunter.
right. He's not in the Hall of Fame, and
They
their
both
and
got
their statistics are
identical
almost the
I
same.
Identical.
didn't
Right.
even see that.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw.
got
I
it.
looked at that.
Yeah.
Identical numbers.
Just
Yeah.
Very
Catfish
close.
is in there, and
Catfish
Vita Blue
is in
not.
there, and Vita Blue's not.
And they got just like identical numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's incredible. Vita Blue was a good picture.
Yes, he
Like,
was. Yes, he
Yeah.
was.
We all listen. We all know at this stage it just goes on today, like you talk about. We know what went on back then. It's still going on, and it'll be here forever.
Mm.
It'll always be here
Unfortunate.
because that's the ignorance of the people,
Mhm.
and that's all that is. You hating something that you don't know. That you don't know. How do you hate something that you don't know? How do you hate somebody you don't know?
Mhm.
Because you're taught that.
Yep.
It's a taught thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And that's ignorance. So it's
Mm.
unfortunate.
So they say that it hurts to hate. So I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, it takes a lot
So-
out of you
Yeah.
to
it
keep
does.
that.
So like, you know, it's not something that, you know, we want to be on the upside and try to continue to stay blessed. So like, just walking around hating somebody, having hatred in your heart, you know, just not a good thing.
Not at all.
So, but I mean, we're on the subject of baseball now. So, Mets play the Yankees tomorrow.
Yeah.
Some of us are going.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just like to say my part. Like my team is
Was it the Bronx?
no, it's in
Yeah,
Queens,
it's
it's
in
City
Queens.
Field,
What time?
7:05. I know a guy that got some tickets. All right, so
Okay.
so usually me and Coach Kurt we go at it. I'm with the Yankees, he's with the Mets. So I said a 6-pack of water, but he said, all right, a bottle of water. So all right, so now we're gonna reduce it to a couple of cups of water.
Oh, we bet it on the game. I gotta look back at the text.
You gotta make something.
Yeah,
Gotta
well,
get something
yeah,
out of it.
we gonna be at the game. We gonna bet on that particular game.
Okay, I got a baseball question.
Go ahead.
How many baseballs you think they use in a game?
Ooh. Average, because it gotta vary, right?
It varies,
Well,
but
that's I won't say they use. They carry.
no,
Right,
they
they carry.
use.
They use.
They use in a game. Like, you know, even the ones that they throw out or whatever. How many baseballs do you think they use in a game, average game?
About 200.
Yeah, I'm gonna say between 150 and 200.
What you think, Ty?
I would say maybe 50.
What do you think, sir?
About 140.
What about you, Greg?
No, I'm not looking
I know.
at
I'm
that.
just saying the way you said it was
Okay.
like.
No, I'm not looking at
Yeah,
that.
you-
I'm
what you
just-
said?
Plus, you gave him
200?
number.
They use a little bit over 100, about 120 balls a game.
That's what I was gonna say in
Yeah.
the beginning because I figured they use
Yeah.
12 balls an inning.
Right.
It's 9 innings, so that's almost
Yeah.
120.
Yeah.
Because you got to figure they use about 6 balls with the foul balls. and
Right. Yeah.
Well,
It's a lot of balls. Yeah.
I know, but I'm thinking batting practice and all
No,
that
not.
stuff.
We ain't talking about game.
All
The
right,
game.
well,
Because
that's part of the game is preparation, but
yeah.
whatever you say.
So if they
I'm gonna
use
go
that
with
many balls. That means there's more balls than that they have.
Oh,
Probably
they
200.
use. Yeah, they use
they-
about
that bring
over
to
the
the
course of a year. They use over 10 million balls during the course of a year of a whole baseball.
Because every game start with new baseballs.
Right.
They don't use the
Right.
same like.
And the
100
ones that
balls.
like, you know, if they hit the ground or it's a foul ball, they usually throw it out. So those balls they use for sometimes they use for batting practice, or sometimes they sign them,
Right. so
give them
they're
away,
right,
whatever,
right.
you know, stuff like that and everything like that. And they've been using the same company.
Rolling.
There you go. For years. They've been using the same company.
them guys gotta be rich.
They are.
Yeah, definitely so. Whoever
God,
family
man.
that is.
The Rolling family.
That's their last name, right?
No, I'm sorry. They pay about $10 million for the baseballs for the year.
10 million a year.
10 million.
Yeah, they rich.
Yeah.
That Rolling family
Yeah.
rich.
Right. They been going on for how long?
They've
Over
they've
50
had it
years
for
now.
about good 30, 40 years.
Yeah.
They rich.
Maybe, yeah.
Gotta be.
Grandkids, the great grands, the great great grands, all them
Mhm.
jokers is rich.
Right.
Okay, one more one more baseball question. Only 2 teams in baseball don't end with the letter S? Can you name it?
Is this the trivia today?
It's an early trivia. It's an
The
early
fuck is-
trivia. I got something for you later on.
Red Sox.
Go ahead.
And the White Sox.
There you go.
That's easy.
That's it.
Thanks, Todd.
There you go.
You lobbed me that softball. That was a good one.
Exactly.
I appreciate you, brother.
Dave wasn't looking over my shoulder this
He
time.
wasn't looking at
I wanted y'all to get it. So I would have loved Serge a sock.
That's what he
Or
did.
some socks with an S. All right. All right. I don't never look over coach's shoulder.
On purpose.
I got some other questions. a little
Before we
later.
get
I'll
into
do
the
it
heavy
later.
duty, I know that we got to talk about what free agency's coming up. The draft is Wednesday.
Wednesday and Thursday, right?
Wednesday
and Thursday.
2 days.
Tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight is the big game.
Game 7.
That's right. Hockey. Game 7.
This is incredible.
Yes.
How one team won the first 3 games,
Yeah.
and the other team won the
Next
last
3.
3.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
tied game 7.
Who you think gonna win?
Hockey does that.
Yeah, I was gonna say hockey's the one sport that
They've
think
done that.
yeah, it's
Come
happened
back from
before
there?
a few times.
Yeah.
Not in
I
the in the Stanley Cup Finals one other time, but in the playoffs themselves
Right.
a few times.
Oh wow. Okay.
That's the only sport that has happened in.
I think
like that.
Edmonton going to ride the wave.
I do too. I think
they're
Edmonton
ride
gonna
the
be
wave.
They
there.
got the best
Florida-
player.
Yeah,
Was
Florida.
it Connor
David.
McDavid?
Florida should have did what they had to do. They had
Their opportunity.
You let them come back. That's hard to beat the
To
team now.
coach.
Where's the
coach
game
for
at?
Florida.
Is it
It's in
Florida?
Florida. It's in Florida.
Oh,
Once you
so-
get to 7th game, it's a pickup.
The
Yeah.
coach is funny. He's saying, "Oh no, there's no more pressure on us than
So
there
there's
is on
pressure on
them.
both
You just
teams.
lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah.
You had 3-0 lead. You gonna
Pressure.
say something like that?
Exactly.
Right.
Come on.
'Cause
That's like
The pressure's and you at home.
It's pressure on both
They're
teams.
gonna look
Yeah,
at,
but-
but they're
yeah.
gonna look,
They had
look
nothing to
at-
lose.
Right.
Edmonton never had anything
Right.
to lose. They was down 3-0.
Right.
right. So
Now
if
that
they
you
got
me
swept,
here,
if they'd have got swept, it'd have been a sweep. If they
Right.
lost in 5, would have been 5, 6. But now you're at 7.
Right.
Now
So, I
they
mean,
might-
reverse sweep.
Now the
Yeah.
word,
they say
now the
Exactly.
word, now the word choke gonna come.
Exactly.
and McDavid and them was playing. They playing now.
Wow.
Exactly. And the goaltender for Florida done fell apart.
Right. He was
He
doing.
was doing his thing in the first 3 games. Now
Right.
he
Shoot, the
can't
last
stop him
3
at all.
series, he was doing his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Because he was stifling
Yeah, he
the,
was
the
stifling a
Rangers.
whole lot of
Yeah.
people.
it's going to be very interesting.
It should be a
after
good-
tonight.
it should
This
be
should
good.
be a good one.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, by show of hands, how people gonna watch the game?
I thought about watching it.
He said,
I might check in on it a little
I
bit.
might actually. watch.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest with you. U.S. Olympics is on, and they're in trouble.
Yeah, it
I
is
think
on.
they
The
are.
trials is on
Yeah.
because they ain't
Yeah.
do the 200 and none of that stuff.
Yeah, it is
I
on
usually
track.
catch
I
the
mean,
pregame.
I might turn back and forth during commercials just
Right,
to
that's
see
what
what the
that's
score
what
is,
I'm
but I'm
the
not gonna
last
dedicate
hockey game I
myself
It's
to
on
watched.
Channel
hockey
7.
game.
Yes.
Yeah, the last hockey game I watched was when Whatchamacallit on the Rangers did the guarantee.
Mike Messier.
Mike
That's
Mike
right.
Messier?
They was down 3-2. He
Oh,
won
wow.
game 6 and
That's a
game
long
7.
time ago.
Me and
94.
94.
Because it's the same
Me-
time Ewan was guaranteed.
Me,
stuff.
me and my wife watched that 7th game.
How you think
We
that
both
is?
watched that game. I'll never forget it. And that was an exciting game.
Finger roll.
I met
What?
Madonna that night at Manhattan Papa. Right?
Uh,
You did?
Yeah.
I said we're gonna
She
sit and
told
watch
me
this
that.
game, and we watched that game. Hockey's a good sport. This is a good game. You learn the game.
If you,
Right,
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
know the rules.
you got to get
You learn
into
the
it.
game, Yeah.
Right.
It's to me, it's incredible they can play on skates and do what they do.
Skates.
Right. That's the thing.
You gotta be
Speed,
nice. The
Oh,
speed,
it's-
knowing how to slide, and,
Yeah,
and
and the hits
The
on
speed
it.
that they
it's
and they do
incredible.
with
Drift.
skates, man.
It's incredible.
they be drifting. And
I know.
You got to stop that puck coming at you, man.
Some of the
Coming out
rules
100
I know
over
you
100 miles
can't
an hour.
you can't pass the puck over what was it 3 lines, 2 lines,
I
something
think
like
they
that.
changed that.
They changed that.
What you talking about for icing?
Yeah,
I don't need-
yeah, icing.
I don't even know if they have that rule anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
You can't cross the blue line before the goal.
Right.
The puck.
Right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
That
that's
I
right.
know
Yeah.
for sure. I think that other one,
That
the
didn't
2-line
change, right?
pass.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
that didn't change.
Oh, okay.
You still got to be behind the
Yeah,
puck
you gotta
when
be
you
behind
cross
the
over.
puck, yeah.
Nobody could be in that zone
Right.
until
Before
the puck gets in.
That's right.
I like it too when they pull the goal like the other team that's losing. They sometimes they
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
the goalie.
Yeah.
They be waiting until he be sitting there waiting until they get the ball down the other end and then he come off
Yeah.
or what they so they bring an extra player on.
Yeah.
That's it.
They trying to score. That be working too.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And sometimes it
works.
don't.
And
though.
sometimes-
Yeah.
Bro,
Guys
listen,
shoot from
it's
90
a
feet
minute
out.
left.
Yeah.
Right. You see it just going slow.
You
and
can
they
see it.
can't catch
You
it.
And the
gotta
guy,
try to
yeah,
catch
he be trying to catch up, and the puck just be
I ain't doing
hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. It's
That's
a minute
good,
left. You got to do it.
That's a
it.
good game.
Good luck to both teams tonight.
But you
Yeah.
know what, Todd? I think I got you beat because I don't think I actually watched an entire game since the Islanders won the championship, and that was back in the 80s.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
I
They
don't. I
was
can't.
wanting to come back team.
Yeah, I can't with hockey for some reason.
And
I
I
get
went
it,
to a
but
hockey game. I went to it.
never been to
You
one.
never,
Oh, I heard ain't nothing like it.
oh,
My
it's
sons
yo,
went.
it's completely
Yeah,
different.
they said ain't nothing like it.
Yo, it's
Both of us,
crazy.
yeah.
Man. It's crazy.
They
people
said, yeah, they
crazy.
said being there, it's
Yeah.
incredible.
You're gonna be
really
around a lot of
Yeah,
that like to drink
Exactly.
and shit.
yeah,
You know,
Exactly.
They get
It's like
stupid
going
in
to
it.
a soccer game.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
That too.
But they
Them
said
people
seeing
get
it
hyped
live,
at the
Yeah.
soccer
them
game.
hitting
They
them
do.
boards and everything and the
Oh,
speed is not like it says incredible. My son both.
Yeah,
It's
I
completely
seen-
different.
I seen
You know what the
practice
funny
on
thing
that
is?
ice.
I,
Going
I
100
think I
miles
did
an
go to
hour.
one game
Mm.
years
crazy.
ago. It's hard to follow that puck live.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, it
It
is.
really is hard to
It
follow
is.
that puck.
Okay.
That thing, like you see it on TV. I don't know how they do it, but they let you can see when the passes go.
Right.
Mm.
In hockey, they do it so fast. Sometimes you only
You
see
don't
when the
see
guy
what
had
they-
passed the
Right.
puck. You like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You know what
It's a fast game.
What
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
surprised about is why they haven't done anything with the Nassau Coliseum. Like, you know, there's no major team out there other than the
But they did renovate it, didn't they?
yeah, they renovated
renovated
it. We was there.
What they use it for? Concerts.
Concerts.
They do
Concerts
shows.
and
well,
a
they have
circus?
what's the Nets?
Summer League. I mean, that's
The Summer League?
G League.
No,
The G League?
G League team. They played there.
Oh,
Yeah, my nephew lives over there.
Yeah.
He said the people didn't want no more. They didn't
The
want
traffic.
The traffic.
Oh, okay.
You would have made by bringing the islands back. You make a revenue. For
Right.
the
Right,
islands.
exactly.
They-
Even though there's nothing around there, you know, you got to go like
well, they put them in.
Well, then
They
that's
put them
dumb
in
because
UBS. There ain't nothing around
It's a
Ain't
UBS.
nothing
UBS
around
building,
either,
and
right.
you pay. And
No,
it's
it's about to be. They're
Well-
making them outlets across the street.
what's that?
The outlets
by UBS.
Yeah, those buildings that's on the highway.
Yeah.
Those are gonna be store outlets.
Oh, they are. Oh, I thought they were housing.
UPS. Where you talking about?
The UBS.
UBS.
Right off of Cross
Oh,
Bay.
Belmont
Cross
Racetrack.
Highway.
Oh, the UBS.
Yeah,
Behind
on the other side of the
of
highway,
Belmont.
on the other side of Hempstead,
Yeah.
there's buildings.
Parking garage,
Right.
they built those-
I thought they were houses.
Listen.
Oh wow, I didn't know
Anywhere
that.
there's a patch of grass, New York is putting a building. That's how it is.
It's gonna be.
How did
It's
you
like
come
that
up with
anyway.
that?
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I
Visually
didn't
looking.
know that. Wow.
That's nice.
You know they want to. Steve Cohen want to buy all them junkyards over there
Yeah,
and
I
put a
know.
big
Exactly.
casino up.
Yeah, I know. I know that's what. It is.
And the
Oh,
game-
In Willis
City
Point.
Field.
Oh,
Willis
they're gonna
Point.
do that.
I thought they were making a soccer field.
No, they want to put a casino.
No, yeah, they do want to put
It's
a soccer.
casino.
He wants to put the casino by the parking lot. Take half of the parking lot away
Oh,
and
Yeah,
put
they
the
want to put
casino
a
over there.
casino. They want to
so
put
where they
a
gonna
shop,
park at?
a shop and everything. They want to put affordable
Parking is
housing.
terrible already.
Yeah.
I thought they were putting the soccer. for the
Yeah,
soccer
on the
field.
other side. Yeah, on the other side.
Is it gonna happen?
I think it is.
I thought
They said they passed it, but I don't know if it's actually like, you know, it went into law that they're gonna start. Because they closed a lot of those places down. They said that they took the first step for them to
It's
get
gonna
that
happen.
soccer stuff.
It's gonna happen.
But he wants a casino.
Right.
They wanted
He
to
want to
take,
make money.
right. They wanted to take part of the parking lot,
Right.
make it into another park, which made no sense because you gotta flush them in a park right on the other side of the train. To me, I just don't understand that. And he wants to build a casino.
They also trying to put a casino on 44th Street in Manhattan.
Yeah, they tried that on the west side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Times Square.
them people ain't having that.
I don't know.
They ain't letting them have that.
No, Times Square and 44th Street.
Yeah, I know they talked about town, but they also talked about over there by what do you call it? Right by the West Side Highway over that way.
Oh,
They had
okay,
talked
okay.
about it over there before too,
Yeah.
and them people wasn't having that.
Right.
Only thing I hope that his home gets turned into a real casino when they finally decide to make all these casinos.
What are they gonna do?
Who's on?
Put live,
Oh,
put,
resorts?
put live tables.
Oh, hold on 1 second.
Right. That's what I said. Put dealers, real
Put
dealers.
dealers.
Right,
Right.
they ain't gonna
They
have
gotta.
I can't watch them Chinese ladies on the
Alright.
screen no more.
No,
All right, caller, who we have on the line? Matt, talk to us.
Yeah,
it.
he said, who we got on the line now? Talk to us.
You heard it, right?
Yo, what's good, family? Yeah. I was
What's
just hearing your
good?
conversation, so it's how it's going to go down. I'm going to watch the hockey game tonight. I'm not into hockey or anything like that, but the way they won the first three and the other team lost the first three, I'm definitely going to see who's going to win Game 7. It's a little exciting, though I don't know the rules of the lines and the defensive line, the offensive line, but I think it's going to be a good game tonight, so I'm going to try to watch that. I watched the WNBA game yesterday here in Atlanta with
Chicago game,
Good game.
Yeah, the Chicago. Now, I didn't think anything was going to happen, and I get how Reese is embracing the villain role, and those teams are just not that good, as far as making the players, and one of them is going to win the championship. I don't think any of those teams are going to win the championship this year. I think there's better teams out there, but I take a look. I'm going to still watch the WNBA game and see if it's going to keep my attention. Cheryl Swoops was at the game, and she was hugging Reese, right? You seen that?
Yeah.
She was hugging Reese. Yeah. So the other thing is, I don't know who Atlanta, and they're keeping it close to the vest, who they're going to take as far as their number one pick. I don't know none of the European players. I don't think there's any impact players such as the unicorn that came out last year for San Antonio. There's nobody in the draft like that this year, right?
Not like him, but
As far
they
as
do got a guy. They do got a
What's his name?
guy. Don't get me the line. But
they got two. They kid
yeah,
Saw
they got
and
two.
Richer.
Yeah, okay, Serge. They got one kid. He's about maybe 6'10", something like that, and he can shoot. He can handle. He can play pretty good.
Yeah, they got one
Yeah.
from France and one from.
You don't know. You don't know his name though.
Serge said the name. I don't know.
I think the guy Australia, his last name is Zar, Sarr.
Yes.
And the guy from France is Richard, Rischhaer.
Okay. So you think Atlanta's going to take one of those guys, or you don't? You just not? Well, of course, nobody's sure.
This draft is a crapshoot.
Well, we're not
because,
gonna
like you said, there's nobody that you could say, "Oh, I'm gonna pick him," and this guy's gonna turn our franchise around.
One guy.
There's no Anthony Edwards. There's no
Right.
Wembanyama. There's nobody like that.
I won't call him
Right.
a franchise player,
Did I get it wrong?
but I think this guy is going to
That's
be
what I
good.
said, right?
No, I'm just showing you the rest of it.
Oh,
The kid,
well,
the
I'm
kid
pretty
that's
sure I
coming
know
out of
who some of
Connecticut,
them are. Don't
the
worry.
freshman
Don't forget who
who
I am.
played last year
I
with
just
them.
wanted to
What's
let
his
you
name?
know that.
Carlisle?
That won the chip.
Yes.
Yeah.
You think he's going to
he's
the
not.
number one American player?
Nah, I
It's
think
not
he's
gonna
not
be
I'm
the,
not saying number one.
The big. You talking about the big white kid?
No, that's
No.
that's Clinton.
Not the big white kid.
But you know
He was a
what?
guard.
There's a rumor that he might be the first
Yeah,
pick
they
for the
were talking
Atlanta.
about him being the first pick. I'm talking about he's a
7'2".
7'2", yeah.
He was a freshman. Carlisle, I think is his
I
name.
know you talking about.
He was a freshman last year on the
Was it
Connecticut
Steven
team.
something?
Oh, Castle.
Castle.
Steven
Castle, that kid.
Right.
Castle, yeah,
I
that
think
kid.
He's going to be a
He's
player
from
in the league.
Georgia. I think he's from Covington.
He's going to be
Yeah.
a player in the league, I believe.
It's funny
He
you
got
said
skills.
Covington because I believe that kid Covington from Kentucky is going to be a player.
Yeah, he's going to
Good, right. That's what I'm talking about. That kid from Kentucky. And the kid that got hurt in Houston, it looks like he's going to be a good player in a couple of years. One
the
that
guard.
twisted his ankle.
The guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guard.
He
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah,
he can't
yeah.
shoot enough.
Yeah, he's
for
not
me.
a
I like
great
the other
shooter.
guy better.
He's a
the
good
other
player, but
light-skinned big guy.
he
Yeah,
might
the
be
other
too
guard.
much. He
The other
kind of
guard.
reminds me of
Houston?
Marcus
Yeah.
Smart.
Yeah,
I like that other guard better, the light-skinned bigger guy. I like him better.
And,
as far as the pros.
yeah.
It was that Zach Edey. They say he might go around 20.
Exactly. Yeah.
Anyway, they got all kind of. He could be in the lottery. He could be in the 20s. He could
Right,
be
they're
a second
not
rounder.
sure, right.
They don't know what's going to happen with him. The only guy who
Okay,
got more rumors than Edie is Bronny James.
Bronny James. See that was my next segue in. Where y'all think Bronny's gonna go?
Okay.
And I'll hang up and listen to y'all. And good hearing from y'all. And I hope to see y'all guys real soon this summer. All right.
Wait a minute, Matt. We all took the LeBron pill, so we don't really care.
No, don't believe that, Matt. That
Disrespectful.
pill works different. That pill works different on different people.
Look,
Bronny
he can't even pronounce different. That's how it works.
Yeah, I know because Bronny
It's working now.
Bronny can't play, but he's still gonna get picked. I'm not
I
gonna
don't
disrespect
I don't think
him
he's
like that.
NBA ready.
No,
You know,
he's
but
not NBA ready.
I don't. Maybe he is.
I agree with you, but he's gonna go to the Lakers, like the 55th pick, because
They said Minnesota's looking at him too.
Yeah, they all looking
I
at him.
think it's all a hype.
Yeah, it's all hype.
I think it's hype.
It's all hype.
It's all right. I don't know. Somebody might sneak and take him, but then he might pull the I'm not gonna play with you. Pick me all you want. I'm not playing for your team. He got that type of power.
But you
I
know, no, you
don't
know what the problem is.
He don't have that type of power.
You only got that kind of power if you're in the lottery. If you're a second round pick, you're not even guaranteed to make a team. So they look at you like, so we wasted a second pick. Big deal. Bye.
Right.
They're not going. Right. They're not going.
They're going to fill up, and you're going to see in the summer leagues too. I hope he plays in the summer league. What's name might be ignorant enough not to play him, but because I'm looking forward to that once the draft is over and then they have the summer league and you get to see these
Yeah,
guys
he has. Yeah,
play a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the Knicks are going to do. I heard OG we want to come back, and I think they got to improve that team to get over Boston. So if Boston is the barometer to win a championship, I don't know what direction they're going to go in, but I'm curious to see what direction they're going to. All right, fellas, I got to get up. I got to go, man. It's good hearing from y'all,
You
man.
too,
And I hope
man.
to see y'all
Always
soon.
a pleasure,
all right?
brother. Thank you.
Take care of
Copy
yourself,
that.
man. Keep us on while you traveling. Peace.
Absolutely.
All right,
Peace.
thank you.
Let's get into that. What you think? Like some of these free agents, where you think some of these guys are going? Do you think some of these guys are worth the money that they're asking for?
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Not
the
the
money.
money.
Okay,
the
not
money. The
The
money
money is
part
not-
is crazy.
They got.
it's
You
just
keep saying nobody's worth the money these guys
right.
get paid.
Nobody.
Right.
But it's just what the owners are getting paid, what as far as the salary cap is and all that stuff.
But the salary
money-
cap goes up.
It's
Yeah,
gonna
but the
go up
money's
because they're
always gonna
getting
be
all
there.
that money
Right.
from
These guys are
NBC.
not worth the
But
money.
you know why we gotta sort of talk money?
Why?
Because interestingly, like say with Anunoby, for example, he wants like a lot of money. So
42 million a year.
and we
Who's this?
understand
And OG,
Anunoby.
Okay.
4
So
years,
we understand
270.
that,
That's what I
but-
heard.
Oh,
4
he's
years,
not getting-
270.
Something
he-
like that.
right?
him.
But
Then he must don't want to play for the Knicks.
Right,
So he's
he's
not
right.
gonna get
He's-
paid. And nobody's gonna give him that money.
I
I
can't see
think-
it either.
I think somebody might.
I don't
Somebody
think so.
will. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Right.
if
I'm with
if
you, sir.
if my man Donkish is gonna get 80, then OG is worth 40.
Now, with that,
It's
being
crazy
said,
money, but it's these guys. You got guys making 60 already.
But you're talking about
Oh.
a guy who's like a third leading
Option
scorer
on that team.
on that
Right.
team,
But
on
you're-
any team.
On any
But
team.
I get that, but you're also talking about a guy who, when he was on that team, they was like what 19-1
The
in the
team.
games he
The
played
team,
because he was playing.
right?
He
but
makes a difference to that team
I-
because
I-
of his defense
don't
and
get
the
me
way he
wrong.
plays the basketball.
I'm not taking.
Not
away from
everybody
what he
could be
do.
a superstar.
I know that, but does that mean he gets that kind of money?
That kind of money is what they paying these guys
then-
now.
So then that means he's getting paid more than the two other guys who are better options on the team.
and that's why we got to talk
Temporarily,
money. Right?
because eventually
that's
they're going to
correct.
have to pay those
Right.
other guys more money.
Or
And-
trade them.
all right,
One
so,
or two, but
right,
they're going to get paid. Brunson's going to be a $50 million player.
Right.
right.
Randall's going to get traded.
I don't
I'm
know.
not going to say he's a $50 million player. I'm sorry.
I
You ain't gonna
got
get
you.
that
But I
out
don't
of
think
me.
Randall. I think when you look at it, and if they take the opportunity to run it back, Randall might need to be part of it. Now,
I think Randall should be part of it because ain't too many guys, despite his flaws, as far as maybe he shows his emotions and frustration and stuff like that. How many guys putting up 20 and 10,
25.
Not too many.
25 and 10?
Did y'all see what Kevin Garnett said about that?
No.
Yeah, I saw it, but Kevin Garnett don't.
Oh, Garnett. I'm thinking Kevin
I
Durant.
think Coach Kurtz should have a Kevin Garnett hate pill.
Hate
too.
pill too?
Right?
Garnett.
Why? What's why? He's
Because I
not,
don't think he
he
played. I don't think he played
Oh.
with a full deck.
Well, he said the Knicks are crazy with that team they got now. They should run it back.
Mhm.
Keep everybody. If you could get another guy, get him. But try to keep that team. I mean, you could trade Robinson,
Right.
but keep everybody intact. Sign OG, sign Hartenstein, and run it back with that team one
Right.
more year.
Right.
Don't make that many changes this year. If they and see what happens the next year coming up,
Right.
and then the following
Then
year, if
you
it don't
make the
work out,
changes.
then you make changes.
And I kind of agree.
But yeah, you got to run it back with this team, though.
I agree. What do you think, Greg?
Run it back.
I agree with that.
But is Tibbs gonna play everybody? They got a lot of people that.
Well, he should
Those
be able.
main guys, yeah, they gonna
He should
play.
be able
But they
to.
got like 10. If you bring everybody back, they got 10 people that can play.
They ain't going
Yeah.
10 deep like that. I mean,
Not with Tibbs. Not with Tibbs.
Yeah,
They should.
Josh Hart's gonna see less minutes if everybody's healthy.
Right, they need
Yeah.
to. He don't need to play 40 minutes
no,
a
he
night.
don't.
Not 40, it was 48.
Yeah, he don't
but
need to play
but
that.
They were doing that out of this because
Nobody- right.
early in the season he wasn't
So
playing
you don't
those
have
kind
to
of
use
minutes
your guys during the season that much. You'll have a stronger team when the playoffs start.
because
and you're
like,
gonna
like,
deal with
like you
injuries.
said, once guys started getting hurt, yes, his minutes increased because they had to, because he trusted him. I'm playing him. He was doing all the dirty work he was doing for them and everything like that. There was quite a few games he was the leading rebounder. He won't play that kind of
I
minute.
would get rid of Robinson.
I would.
No, I would. You're gonna have to trade him.
You're gonna have to.
You're gonna.
He's too big.
He's
Huh?
hurt. He's hurt every year.
You're gonna have
Every
to, but I'm saying you could get somebody else. I think
To
they're
do
gonna
what
trade
he
him.
do, he's an athletic
Yeah.
big man who can block shots and rebound. He don't score, but he's hurt every year.
Yeah, because you can't sit Hartenstein now. He earned the spot to start.
You can find another athletic big man to do what Robinson does. You can find a young guy, just you go, those guys, make them guys do their work,
But
scouts and find an athletic big man.
their problem, and Dave is absolutely right, is all about money.
Mhm.
If you pay OG 40-something million, Hartenstein's looking for 20-something million.
Right. They're gonna be a luxury.
They're not
tax.
going to be able to afford that.
That's luxury. They can afford it.
They're
You're gonna
not
pay
going
it,
to
you
want
gotta pay
to.
Right.
Exactly.
But
They don't want to.
You got to do what you got to do though to keep
win?
up
To
keep
win,
up in
yeah.
this league. You got to do what you got to do
Yeah,
because
but
what
even-
you call him does it every year. Golden State,
And
they
they-
pay that
and-
luxury tax.
but they're not going to do it no more.
You know,
Right.
Yeah,
Because
it's
it ain't
starting to fall
producing.
apart.
but
And
they
they go in the
but
other
they've done it
direction.
already
That's
because
correct.
they won.
They're not
So
even.
the Knicks haven't won. They're
But
gonna have
that's-
to. You're
but
gonna have to do
But that's the
something.
difference. You got to win
Right.
in order to justify paying all these guys
Because you
all
know
this
you
money.
won't get that money
Because
back.
next year you can pay all these guys all this money and end up going out in the second round again, and people gonna be like, "You paid all that money for another second round
Well,
departure."
Look at the Clippers.
That's when you start.
Same type of.
That's what
Right,
I'm
but
saying.
that's when you start to
can't-
blow the team up.
Well, they're gonna have to
Right.
because the
Did
Clippers are
Clippers
with.
get eliminated in the first round or second round?
Doesn't matter. They got eliminated. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't matter
Right,
what
they
round they
lost
get
to Dallas.
eliminated.
They lost to Dallas.
You,
I
get-
mean,
you get
it-
eliminated,
it-
get
There's only so many
eliminated.
times you're gonna
Well,
try it.
Everybody gonna get eliminated except for one team. But the thing is, how far you go and how deep you go is a progression for possibly the next year. So
That's where it should be.
yeah, well, that's the way
but-
I
but-
was looking at it for the Knicks, and they didn't really make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And Indiana showed up, and they definitely shouldn't have showed up
But
because they got beat bad.
the Knicks was promising though. The injuries mounted up.
Right.
It
It
took-
catches up to you
Right,
after
the
a
injury,
while.
but
concur.
but on paper and what you've seen this year,
Mhm.
they look promising and they look worth saying, "Yo, we're gonna hold on to
Let's
everybody.
bring
Let's
it
try
back."
this again with everybody healthy
Right.
from game one." You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree with that. I look at it.
Instead of blowing it up,
Right. I
you
look
know?
at it
Well,
and try because
Nobody
like
said to blow it up. They was just saying
I'm saying
that
making them
taking
key
the chance
changes.
of trying to upgrade from Randall, which is hard to do.
right. You're
Well,
not. You're
but-
not.
Well,
But like that was
But-
another thing Kevin Garnett said. He said, "Yo, you got a 25-10 guy.
Mhm.
Why are you getting rid of that?
Right.
Why are you getting rid of that right now? Ride it again.
Mhm.
Ride it again."
Well,
You
The
know
thing
what I'm
about
saying?
it is Randall makes it through the season.
Randall plays.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Randall
makes it
plays.
through the season.
Yeah.
So
That was just a freak
It's-
accident. when
right,
he
it's
got
not like
injured.
he gets hurt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He makes it through the
It'd have
season.
Although he
been-
has been hurt in the playoffs.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
the last
right,
2 years. Last 2
Right.
years.
Right.
It
But
would
he
have been
makes it
very.
through
It
the
would have
regular
been. It
season.
would have been very interesting to
And the
see.
year before that, when he wasn't hurt, he stunk the place up.
Stunk it up.
Yeah.
Right.
He
It
did
would have
stunk
been
it
you-
up.
very interesting
So,
to see.
The team wasn't as good as it is now,
But that,
Right.
but they were good.
but that's a good reason to deliberate if you could get the right deal for him. Now, i.e. Kevin Durant.
No.
Some people say that, but
I was,
I
but then I
absolutely
changed my mind. About
don't
that.
want Kevin Durant either. And I was an avid Kevin
Well,
Durant fan.
Would you get rid of Randall and Robinson per se, depending on what the team want? Would you bring in Towns for them?
No,
Because
Towns
No.
that's what
To
they
me,
was
he's
looking
not
at.
that.
I know
I
that's what-
agree. I'd rather
They
keep
were looking
I'd
at
rather
that.
keep Randall.
They were looking at Paul George, who I wouldn't touch either.
I'd rather see
Nah,
Paul
but-
George in Philly. I think he'd be good in
I
Philly.
don't
think he'd be
understand
good
why.
in Philly, too.
I'm
I think he's washed up.
I don't
But
think
I'm
he's
replacing the
washed.
I don't
position
think
with
he-
a
What do
position
you
with the
think,
same
Ray?
position.
He don't play in the playoffs. He's nowhere.
Right.
He'd be hurt
He
too.
get hurt.
Not even when he hurt.
Now you want right. That's why he got his nickname, Playoff George, because he
Playoff
don't
P.
play. Right, playoff P, 'cause he don't play.
They got James Harden. They were fine.
Until they got him.
Mhm.
I agree.
They were fine. They were.
I agree.
Bringing Westbrook go off the break. James Harden.
But
Willie
then
James.
what's the name? Don't play too.
Kawhi.
Kawhi. He's another one.
Yeah.
They get hurt.
I
And
don't
he
think
signed a deal. He didn't take the max. He signed for a little less than the max.
so
so
can
they-
keep- yeah.
Right. So they have a little extra money to get just re-sign one of them.
I don't think George wants to. He rejected that 3-year deal.
But he's from California.
Yeah, but I don't think he wants to stay there.
He want max money.
I don't think it's maximum.
You don't think so?
I think he wants to be on the team that he can win with. Those guys made their money already. They're not starving. They didn't have 2 good contracts already.
Yeah, but he's got a player option.
No,
Whether
but
he
what I'm
opts out.
saying is, and he's turning that down. So what does
Right.
that tell you? He wants to play on a team that he could win. Because I told you last week, I believe I told y'all,
Mhm.
that money, he'll still get that same money. It doesn't hurt him.
Right.
That happened to somebody else with Chris Paul,
Right.
where they opt out of their money and they still could get that same amount of money per year. So he won't lose that 48, 50,000. That
If they
48
opt
more.
out- if they opt out,
If he opts out and signs with another team, he
Oh,
still gets that same money.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
doesn't lose that.
Right.
He still gets that same money. That happened to Chris Paul. That's the only other player that happened to.
Mhm.
He gets that same money. So if you're getting that same money, that shows, and you don't sign back with them, that's telling you don't want to be there.
So that's
You-
interesting.
Yeah.
You mentioned
I never
that.
heard of that till last week. They said that.
But where's Chris Paul now?
He still was Golden State.
But he's a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah, but he still would Golden State though.
But if he's a free agent,
he's not getting that kind of big
No.
money. No
is
more
Golden
like that.
State gonna keep?
No, that was last year when he got that money.
Right, right.
I don't know what's gonna happen this year. Somebody would have to
They
sign.
don't even want to keep Clay.
Yeah.
Right.
Clay looks like he's headed out.
He's done.
Yeah.
As
Where
far
is
as
he
they're
going, to
concerned.
Orlando's what they keep saying.
We'll
You
see.
know, maybe he needs something like that, a new start.
Maybe so.
Maybe he needs that. You know what I mean?
But those big
Yeah,
name guys.
he's in the Paul
And this-
George
and
category.
LeBron's in that
as far as I'm
same
concerned.
bracket.
Watch
Yeah,
out.
you
What's-
see all these
what
guys,
these
they get
guys
to
gonna
that
do.
area, you know, that stage in their career, like, you know,
They're
enough
not
is
the, they're
enough.
not the, right. They're not the same player no
Like
more.
I
These
said,
guys, they
even though
can't-
as good as LeBron still is, I had enough of him. I tell you that. It's done. Get out of there. Bring in a new breed, yo. I'm ready
Alright.
for the new
But
breed.
you know what?
Whoa,
As much as he's done, I can still count on him for 25 points, 8 rebounds,
For
6
sure.
or 7 assists a game.
sure.
Right.
I'm not counting on Klay Thompson or
No.
Paul George or James Harden
No.
or any of them other 35-year-olds,
No.
Kevin Durant. None of them am
No.
I counting on for that kind of production that I could get from a 40-year-old LeBron.
I think Kevin
I-
Durant gets you numbers, but he got the numbers and they still lost.
Yeah, but he gets
But-
you numbers because he's a compiler. He's shooting a lot. He's
But by
not.
a show of hands, y'all,
Yeah.
if Todd said he's done with LeBron,
That's my team.
how
but I
many
had enough.
people,
I
by
had
a
enough.
show of hands, how many people believe that Coach Kirk hated LeBron hated pill work? By
On
a
me?
show of hands,
On
man.
It worked on Todd.
Yo, listen.
He said it worked on me.
All I'm saying is raise your
I had
hand.
enough, man.
Because after the show, we going after the show, once we get the pay-per-view permit for you guys, we gonna see if we can market this hater pill.
But I agree with Todd, and I also agree with Serge.
I don't think
Gotta
I don't
pick
think
one,
he's
sir.
No, because I don't think he's tired of them because of the play. I just think everything else that
Yeah.
comes with it.
That's what I'm tired of.
That's
man.
what he's tired
I'm
of.
tired of this.
Because he
Paparazzi.
performs
No,
on
I'm
the
saying he
floor.
performs on it, but I'm tired of this. You know, you picking a coach, you getting coach fired.
Right.
Everything's about your son. I'm
Right.
sick of look, go. They got the Lakers gonna have to look for the future sooner or later.
They're gonna have
Do
to
it now. Cut your ties now and try to get something for them if you
But
can
they're
or
not
whatever.
gonna- because they
They're
wanna
not
be
gonna do it.
relevant.
Yeah.
They still
Right,
wanna
they're
be
not gonna
relevant.
do that.
Yeah, because
They're not
sooner-
gonna do
there's
that.
only gonna be one more year.
All right, man.
Maybe two.
Maybe.
2 years. He's
But-
gonna get opt out to get 2 years.
Oh,
But
man.
Jeannie Buss is not taking your call, Magnificent. Is that why you mad? I
Yeah,
don't
she's
understand.
she's not answering the call. You're right. She's not answering the call.
Neither is Rob Pelinka.
You know,
Who
maybe
this?
if you act
And
like
then-
maybe if you
and
act like
then-
you Phil Jackson, she might take
and
your
then-
calls.
Whatchamacallit all of a sudden that his head is this big.
Who?
The agent.
Oh, Pelinka.
Yeah, no,
Rich
Paul.
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah,
This
no,
guy.
I'm
he-
tired of him too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm tired of him.
He think like he's the man, like he run the whole NBA. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
he
saying?
started talking about
Yeah.
if I wanted them to do that, they
Yeah.
would do that. You know?
Yeah, it's like,
What?
yo, who are you?
Yo, he
You
got
know,
that juice
Hey,
now.
Yeah.
what do you
Dude,
mean?
yo.
He
Will
really
he
is
have
right
that
now.
same juice when LeBron
No, of
retires?
course not.
No.
Right.
But he got it now. You're going to exert
Listen,
it.
it's letting
It's led to him being with Adele
he got
and
20
all that
years.
other stuff because he
He got
would have never
20
been with
years,
Adele
he
if
good.
LeBron wasn't around. We're
He
going
got
to give it
20
all to
years in
LeBron.
there.
All
Yeah.
the credit go to LeBron.
So,
If they say
Oh,
LeBron,
hell.
you out
All
of
the-
there,
all
and
the
they stop
credit.
dealing with Rich Paul, he don't care now. He good.
I mean,
Yeah, he good. He good
he's-
too.
I mean, he's blossomed to a big time.
Yeah, he
Hey,
learned
He
Agent.
got a lot of
He
top
got a lot of top players,
stars.
and they're going to other sports too.
Right.
I'm not taking nothing away from him, but like Todd
Are we
said,
sure?
he's feeling, you know, he's stomping on
Oh,
his
he's
chest.
feeling
He's
himself.
feeling himself
he
and
feeling
whatnot.
big time. Big time.
Because even the moves that they made and stuff like that, I'm like, yo, how the hell you get away with that shit? You
Yeah.
know? And the NBA is letting them get away with stuff too. Not to be confused. They letting them get away with some stuff.
I get like we talked about it before,
Right.
plenty of time, and I get it how the superstars run the league. Me as an owner, you're not telling me what to do.
Right.
I know what I'm saying, and I get it. These guys, the LeBron James, all these guys who superstars, they can come to
Mhm.
a team and demand what they want if you want to keep them. I can't see me spending millions of dollars.
No.
And you telling me what to do?
No.
I can't see. No,
Players-
that's
I
just me.
can't
The
either.
player's
I
not
can't see that.
supposed to
I don't
be
think
bigger
they
than the
say it
franchise.
that way.
You know what I'm saying? I can't
But,
see that.
but I think they put them in a position like, okay, you don't want to give me what I want. Okay, I'll throw hints out there. I might leave, or go here, or go there. And they throw it out there.
Because at any time, and we all know this,
Mhm.
all the owners got to do is all get together and collude.
And collude if they wanted to.
And those
right.
players won't have nothing.
Yeah, right. They,
You
they
know what
can
I'm
do it
saying?
if
They
they
can do
want.
it if
They do it in all the other sports.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
That's when strikes
you know,
happen.
but they give these guys too. I mean, I get it, free agency, being able to move
Mhm.
around, make your money.
Right.
I'm for all of that. But now you trying to be the GM, the president,
Right.
and the player and everything too. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with that.
That's
That's
why
I have a problem.
you don't really get a legitimate coach going for the Laker job and getting it and even staying long, because I got to deal with this. I got to deal with the circus around it, the whole thing around it. So
Because that's what now all the main players, the guys on all these teams, the
Right.
Giannis's, you're getting
Mhm.
coach fried, LeBron's, you're getting the coach fried.
Yep.
Nobody got that juice on New York yet.
Mm-mm.
But these teams they get to coaches ain't gonna want to come there.
All right, well,
Your boy
I was
your boy
about to
Kenny
do a
had
shout out.
KD and
I was
Kyrie
about to
there.
do some shout outs, but brothers calling in already. Go ahead, John. Talk to us.
Hey, how you feeling, guys?
What
What's
up,
going on,
How you
John?
doing?
What's going on?
Hey, listen. Hey, love this show. Listen, you guys are talking about the Lakers. I'll say this: the Lakers are either one of two things will happen with them this coming season. They'll either be the surprise of the league, or they'll be the biggest disaster since the Titanic.
I
I'ma
see it
go with
coming.
the latter.
Todd, I'm sorry, brother. I know you're a Laker fan,
Yeah,
but
I see
I
it coming, John.
had to say it.
I see it coming.
He's
I
not.
hear
He's
you.
not upset.
I see it coming.
Coach Curtis feeding him some LeBron hater pills.
Well, and also with the Knicks, I would love to see him running back, but I understand this may cost a lot of money to do it, but they have to do what they have to do. If they do what you got to do if you want to run it back.
Well,
If that means trade Mitchell Robinson, yeah, try. Yeah, no, but I think OG and Hartenstein should stay.
well, OG
I
need
didn't know
to
OG
sign
was
a
talking about that money. I
contingency.
didn't know he
Yeah,
was talking.
OG need to sign a contingency whether he could play a
least-
minimum 72 games.
I say I'd be happy with 65.
Okay,
I wouldn't,
that
because
sounds
he
fair.
never- he
That
never
sounds
played
fair.
more than that.
Hey, listen, they put all kinds of clauses in players' contract. When Larry Johnson towards the end of his career, he signed that big deal with Charlotte Boyd, got traded to the Knicks. There was a clause in there that said if he couldn't play because of his back, because he had a chronic bad back, that contract was void.
Right.
So I know every year he hoped and prayed that his back didn't act up, and luckily for him, it didn't.
Wow.
Well, I
Oh,
would
but-
like to say that in all fairness, again, like if the Knicks could run it back, that Mitchell Robinson has been injury prone all his
Yeah.
career.
And the thing is, you can't have two injury-prone players. You can't have Mitchell and Anunoby in there because the thing is that because you if both of them go down, you really have a problem.
Yeah, for sure.
And
Sure.
I don't know who really want to take Mitchell Robinson and take a chance on
There's a
Mitchell
sucker
Robinson.
everywhere.
So,
But
but
So,
But what
somebody,
he getting in
with that
return
talent of
for?
playing
That's the
defense, somebody will.
Get off me.
Somebody will.
He's right about that because
Oh, that
Cats-
Nets would take him?
no,
Oh.
about there's a sucker. There's a sucker. in
There is
the
a
minute
sucker everywhere.
because Ben Simmons is still getting looks. So So
Well,
that's-
well,
This
well.
is
Listen,
exactly
I'd rather
right.
have Mitchell Robinson than Ben Simmons. To be honest with you,
Look,
Hey.
I don't think
at,
Simmons is
at
ever
least
getting
at
another
least
contract.
Robinson will go up and dunk the ball if he's got a free dunk. The boy had a free layup and wouldn't take it. Hey, come on,
I'm waiting
man.
for the next video to come out, him working out again. and shit, man.
I got
Oh.
Mitchell.
Oh, and guys, I have a trivia question for you, an NBA playoff question.
Okay.
Yeah.
What player listed under 6'2" is the all-time playoff scoring leader?
Isaiah Thomas.
Wrong.
Under 6'2"?
Under 6'2".
All-time play under playoff
All time
score?
in playoffs only total points in the NBA playoffs.
Greg
You'll be
said
surprised.
Greg said Tiny Archibald.
No.
How far back are we going?
Is he a Hall of Fame
No,
player?
no,
The history.
he will be. He's not there yet, but he will be.
Steph Curry.
Can't be Steph. Steph is-
Who?
Steph Curry.
They don't listen to 6.
No.
They listen to 6.
Not yet. No.
Hmm.
And he was there 6'3".
Yeah.
Well,
Um,
on a good day, but
hold on, no.
yo,
Kyrie.
I can't pick over your.
Kyrie, no.
That was a
I
good
can't
answer.
pick over
Yeah,
your.
I'm thinking
I can't look over your page.
He said he's not a Hall of Famer yet.
He said, yeah, right. Not a
So
Hall
is
of
he currently still playing?
No, he's no longer playing.
Wow. That's a good one.
All-time leaders.
I was shocked when I heard
All
that.
right, so throw us a lifeline, like East or West.
West.
Kevin Johnson?
No.
Thought he was in the Hall of Fame already.
He said he might. He said he's a future Hall of Famer.
That's what I'm saying. I thought
Yeah.
Kevin Johnson was already in.
Wow.
Baron Davis.
No.
Oh, definitely not.
I took a
A
shot.
West Coast player.
I couldn't see you on the sheet.
That's been in
What West? He played in the Western Conference.
Is there any other hint that you could give us?
Tim Hardaway?
No, it's not Tim Hardaway. No,
Gus Williams.
Oh, that's good.
no, it's got Gus Williams. Way after Gus Williams.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Let-
if he was.
Let me put it to you this way.
Okay.
He has retired within the last 10 years.
Okay, that's a good question. That's a good hint.
Tied within the last 10 years.
Tony Parker.
Absolutely right.
I was about to say that's gotta be it.
Yeah.
Nice,
wouldn't
Todd.
have
He,
That was a good
he
one.
scored
I wouldn't
over
have got
he
that.
scored over 4,000 points in playoff competition.
Yeah, because he's been in the playoffs a long
Yeah,
time.
long
Yeah,
time.
that's what I was
yeah.
trying to think of.
Hey,
Who's a
hey,
good team? I
hey,
forgot.
listen,
I would
listen.
never picked him.
Listen, I used to tell people for a decade I had the same 5-word phrase during the playoffs. Don't count out San Antonio.
Oh, with him playing,
I
never.
said that for a decade.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
should have said, I would have got it off the first rip if you would have showed me your answer sheet. But no. If you said he got traded and went to, because he finished with Charlotte, right?
Okay.
Yeah, recall?
Yeah.
One of them teams.
Yes, he
If
did.
Dave
But,
was
I
sitting
have
next
one.
to
I
you,
have one
you
for
would've got
Todd. Todd, listen to this.
All right.
Laker GM Rob Pelinka played with what famous college basketball group?
The Sunshine Girls?
What didn't
Bob
he play?
Pelinka.
Bob
He
Pelinka.
played. He played with the Fab Five.
That's right.
In Michigan.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
In
right.
Michigan. That's right.
That's right.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I forgot
Yes,
about
he
that.
did.
Oh, look, Serge on the roll. Now
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
the bathroom.
I thought he was sleeping.
No, but Serge, but I have one other thing.
Right.
The move of the offseason was made this morning when Cleveland signed Kenny Atkinson to be their coach.
Go ahead, boo. Go ahead, say boo.
Yeah, we got one guy here that don't like.
Yeah, he
well,
don't
he's
like- he
happy.
don't like
He
Kenny
don't like Kenny Atkinson, and I think he's. a
Now,
good
listen,
coach.
But don't worry, John, because you know more than the intern does. So I ain't sweating that.
Yo, John,
because
on
the
your
thing
worst
is,
day,
no,
you
he
know
may
more than
he may get Donovan Mitchell to stay.
Mr. Threes and Layups got a job.
Mr. Threes and layups.
That's all I
Jesus
got.
Christ, that's the NBA. It's threes and layups. What,
They had
what
a young
NBA
team.
you know?
They had a young team, man.
What,
do you
what does the
know?
Boston Celtics live by? Threes and layups.
They had a good.
And they
team
won the
That's it.
title.
when he was there until Kevin y'all ran him out the
Right.
team. So
when
get
you
out of
when
there.
y'all brought in
And y'all
all
never
those
was right
guys
after
in.
that. Get out of here.
Think about this. The
Get out
guys
of
that ran them are no longer
And he's
there.
exactly.
Not one of them. Right.
Listen to me.
Here we go.
Listen to
Let's
you.
hear
We're
this.
we're gonna see what happens in the next.
Okay.
Oh, we are gonna see.
That's it.
We're gonna
Okay.
see.
Next 3
But-
days.
But guys,
like
listen,
11.
I'm gonna let y'all talk some more because that's the best part of the show.
Well, hold on.
So
All
listen,
Go ahead, John.
Before we let
See?
you go, John, hold on.
Calls
Yes,
him
sir.
Todd. That's how
Yes,
much
sir.
he knows. He don't even know names yet.
All right, John.
Mets Yankees tomorrow. Who you got?
what's that?
Mets Yankees tomorrow. Who you got?
I'm going to say the Yankees are going to win this one. Listen, every team has its ups and downs. Listen, the Yankees are no different. But I think they'll do okay at Citi Field this week.
Thank you, John. I always liked you, and I like you even more right now.
Jesus, thank you. I don't know what to say. Listen, guys, y'all keep it light, okay?
All right, John. Thanks for calling,
Yeah,
John.
definitely. Always a pleasure,
we
brother.
want to show
Always a
next week.
pleasure.
Oh yeah.
Y'all take care, man.
All right now.
That's right.
What's what the Blake?
All right, so
Tony Parker. Oh yeah.
and you did that like you was hitting this free throw.
No, because I'm thinking. I'm like, who? You got to think out how many people have been in the playoffs
A lot,
of
right.
times, and that's
Because I was
San
originally thinking
Antonio.
Derek Fisher, but he wasn't a high volume.
It's funny because San Antonio ain't been there in so many years. I've started to
know.
forget that they was dominant team for a
All
long
right, so
time.
everybody, thanks for tuning in, listening. Shout out to John Green, Al Davis.
Oh, you want to give out the number?
All right, yeah, we're in the first hour and 5 minutes of First Stop to the Next Stop. The phone lines are open. It's 516-206. Go ahead, Serge. Give me the last four.
0711 came out straight and went 4 last week.
Look at that.
All right,
Straight
so-
up.
Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it,
That's right.
man.
He put that in there.
That's why I
He did
said,
put that in
does it sound familiar?
He did say that.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
So, all
He
right.
threw me for a loop for me.
I
I'm
was
like,
scratching my
what?
head
Yeah,
like, what is he talking
All
about?
right.
Yeah. I don't do
And you know who
It's
was
the
the one who
license plate.
the
All
one who
right.
reminded me was my wife. She's the one
Oh,
who
yeah?
said, "Oh, don't you know that number?" I was like, "No."
All right. All right,
She
so,
told me.
Aunt. I mean,
Shout out to Wanda.
all right,
No doubt.
Aunt. Shout out to Wanda. What's up, Aunt?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Well, congratulations to the show for getting that phone fixed. Shout out to y'all over there.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you. Shout out to Postel again. Rally
You know what I'm
Radio.
saying? Shout out to
12
whoever
to
did
2.
it.
Me and Dave put our heads
Congratulations.
together.
It's so good to have to see you guys up there. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Todd,
Yes, sir.
man, you my man, like 50 grand, Todd. You know, it's always there. I always
Sound
like
like a
hearing
setup.
you, seeing you guys
Yeah,
up there
yeah, here we
talking
go.
and
Here we
everything
go.
else, man.
My man.
So
You my
know,
man like 50
I'm
grand.
not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say nothing bad about nobody else up there. I'm gonna just leave out a name, and you know who I'm talking about. Yo.
Oh, we
Why
gonna see
is
you,
one
Mo.
of-
Which
why
one is
is
it?
one of
That's
your
either me or
why
you.
is one of your staff analysts up there talking about the Knicks and he's a Nets fan? And he got on a
Still
Yankee
you.
hat. That's kind of confusing to me.
Very, very.
Listen, they in New York. I'm going to talk about them, and I'm
I hear
actually,
you.
I'm actually
You know what I'm
saying
saying?
some positive stuff about them.
Amazing.
Don't let me scrape them,
Eventually-
'cause I can easily scrape them to the ground.
Eventually,
Like
Sir's
that.
gonna wake up and find out where the on and off button and turn your microphone off. I appreciate it.
I've been looking for it, and I've been looking for it.
Turn his mic on.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is
But
keep
anyway, man,
recording.
I gotta ask Serge the question.
Go for it, brother.
Do you see
Oh,
the
here we
current squad that the Yankees have right now? Do you see them going deep independent?
I honestly no. I don't like a lot of what's happening with our team because Rizzo is hurt, but he wasn't playing well. Glaber is playing terrible. DJ's coming off injury and he looks terrible. That's 3/4 of your infield right there. The only one who's playing decent, honestly, and even the catcher, he can't throw nobody out. I understand he needs help from the pitchers, but even with the help from the pitchers, I don't believe he could throw anybody out. So we're looking at almost the entire infield not being up to par. Outfield is fine. I don't have no problem with Soto, Judge over Verdugo. I even like Grisham coming in to replace one of them every once in a while. But as far as the infield, we are not a top caliber team. We might have the best record in baseball, but I was thinking about this. It's funny, and I was thinking about this yesterday. I said to myself, if you really look at the Yankees, they got the best record, but they might be the 5th or 6th best team in all of baseball because of the fact that we got so many flaws. We really do.
You didn't mention your main man,
Who's that?
Gino.
John Carlos.
Oh yeah,
John I can't with him. This guy can't run
8
to a
times
double.
on the IL. in
Anytime
6
he got to
years.
run more than one base,
8 times
gets
in
hurt.
6 years, and it's always running.
always
Running.
And
That's
they
why I
said
don't.
he's in great shape.
Yes.
They said he lost 25 pounds.
Yeah,
But you know, it's funny.
always running.
You could see it when he runs. If he's got to go further than one base,
He's getting hurt.
it's a problem.
He getting hurt.
It's a problem. You
Yeah.
can see it from the beginning of the season. As
Yeah.
much as Dave was talking about, he was working on his cardiovascular and all this other stuff. When you see him running, you could tell he's laboring to get to first base.
Yeah.
He cannot stretch it into a double. He did that the other day, and then he scored on a single for second base, and he got hurt.
Had to go
He
straight to
got
the
hurt.
showers.
Now
Yeah,
he's out for
crazy.
4 weeks.
Yup.
Come on now. Yeah,
Yup.
4 weeks.
Every time.
I like Giancarlo. He got power. He can
Yes.
hit.
Right.
But man, he's a liability too. We got too many liabilities.
Hold up. That I mean, he was touching it, but the problem to me is their stopper, their closer, the relief pitcher, Clay Holmes.
I'm not a big Clay Holmes
He's
guy, but
horrible.
I could live with him over some of the rest of the guys that we got.
You don't think
Honestly,
they're using them too much? You don't think
that might be part of it too, because they overuse the
Boone,
bullpen
Boone.
sometimes.
Because
But-
Boone don't let his starters go longer. He only
That-
take them
I
out
don't, yeah, I
early.
don't understand why
That's
he's
why.
so scared of that. Them guys go 5
Captain
innings
Hook.
and they out. They are. It's the middle of the season almost. You should be
You
able
don't
to go
dog your
6-7
bullpen
innings
like that.
without no
Exactly.
problem.
You should be able to go
But he's
7
so-
innings.
At least 7.
But Holmes
Yeah,
can't hold a glass of water. I'm sorry. He can't. He can't. And you know, I mean, I think Serge did a pretty good job.
He's up and down, but
Tell
I'd
him
rather
what's wrong
him
with
than some of them other horrible players we got right now.
Well,
honestly.
so we're gonna see you tomorrow, right? And
Yes, sir. Yes,
So-
sir. I'll be there tomorrow.
so what?
Yankee hat on and the whole nine.
I was
I'll
gonna
be
say,
there tomorrow.
Ant, you better have on your Yankee gear.
So
And
so
don't
what?
be,
I got on-
don't be
I got
having
it.
on no Met shirt underneath like somebody we know that sits on the panel.
I
don't know
know.
what they talking about.
I'm not gonna mention no. I'm
Yo,
not gonna mention no
Ant,
name.
Ant, do me a favor. When you get to the game, check out Dave and make sure he ain't got no Met stuff underneath, please,
They don't.
because
they-
he's on the
They
fence.
they never saw that. They never saw that in their lives.
Coach, you my witness, Coach. Come on now.
They never saw
Back
that.
me up.
They never.
gonna pull his shirt up.
Yeah,
Back me up.
If
Back
Coach,
me up.
If Coach Kurtz hit me and whatnot, I'ma lay down with his LeBron pill and everything. All right.
Well, it's gonna be a guarantee. Now I got a question to ask you, and y'all heard y'all talking about it. If the Knicks are even looking at trying to run it back, do y'all think it's fair to say to give Ginobili that kind of money in the $200 and something million, that kind of money? Because with that kind of money, and you want to try to run it back, there's other options out there that the Knicks can probably pick up 1 or 2 more punch options. I don't know what they're going to look. If they're going to look at DeMar DeRozan and see if he can come in there on a free agent contract, because I definitely wouldn't want George in there. I wouldn't want George in there because
I'm not giving them all
George
that
is
money.
just like Ginobili. They both hurt.
You can't make that much. They didn't even give, and even though they didn't know what type of player they had at the time, the point guard, even though he could re-sign right now,
Right, yeah.
and he could have took more money,
Right.
he said he would take less.
Right.
How you going to get this guy that much money?
Exactly.
You can't do that. Brunson ain't even making that money. If they're going to pay somebody that money's going to Brunson, and he said he's willing to take
Right.
less for they can sign more players. You can't give OG that money. That ain't gonna work. I didn't know he was asking for that. I was with him for getting an upgrade.
Right.
But now you're out of your mind.
Right.
You can get $25 million a year, and that's good enough for you. You can get 4 years, $100 million.
Right.
I see that's deep. That's decent for him. You talk about $40
That-
million a year. I don't see where you getting that from. I don't see
You
where you
guys
getting that
aren't
from.
being realistic because they're paying Scrubs $25 million. It's just the way
Well,
that it's monopoly
I
money.
know, I
We're
get
not
it.
talking
I know
real
about the
money.
No, I know about the owner. You know me. I'm the biggest when they say the money.
All right,
but you
but
gotta
Serge,
look at
even though they're paying the
Brunson ain't
scrub,
getting that money.
even though
How you think
they're
you
paying
getting
that scrub that kind of money, do you really want Ginobili, that type of
No.
player?
He's not.
Somebody is not even going to give you. He's not even going to give you even close to 75 games. He's going to probably give you anywhere in the 50 game range.
That is
40 to
the
50
crux
game
of the
range.
problem. He doesn't play enough, but when he does play, he's a top tier guy. But the problem is he can't stay on the court. So yeah, you taking a chance that maybe he might not get hurt for a year or two, but you can't take that chance because he's been hurt every year since he got in the league. So it's bad. It's a rock and a hard place for the Knicks because he's a big part of the picture for them. But they're gonna have to take a chance if they're gonna continue what they're doing. They're gonna have to take a chance, and I believe it's gonna be on OG. Because who else is out there that you're gonna pay that's gonna bring you everything that OG brings you? Because
Right.
OG brings you defense. He brings you 3-point shooting. He's a glue type of player. There's not too many guys in the league that could bring that entire package to you and that's going to come cheap. Guys like that don't come cheap anymore.
That's the same argument I had when we was talking about AD on the Lakers.
Why are you talking?
Yo, I wish you was here right now. I swear to God. I wish you was here. And
He did not say
Yo, but that's the same.
When you a Met
Argument
fan,
about what?
you got no business talking about
I'm giving
anything
what?
in the garden. You got none of garden business in your mouth.
He go,
You a Met fan.
Listen,
You a
can
Met
come
fan.
up anytime, all right? You come up here anytime and we can talk. Right now, I'm gonna talk this neck. I'm gonna talk this
You a
neck
Met
garbage.
fan. You
I'ma
got
talk
no
this neck
business.
garbage until
You got
show
no
up.
business
Let me see.
talking. You got no business
Let
talking.
me say that
And
again.
Serge,
yeah,
I
y'all about to
agree,
say, you got to
Serge.
wait, turn that down.
Yeah, say that again.
But,
I agree, Serge. It is hard to look when you look down at the list of free agencies. When you look at the DeRozans and all the other players that's
Say
around,
that again.
you're looking at these players and you're seeing who can bring you that tantrum of the offense and defense of a two-way player. Not many on that list at all that can bring you that. Even James Harden is going to be a free agent,
Nobody.
and he's going
Nobody
to be
wants
having
him.
hard trouble finding money. And I look at Klay Thompson, that's dead in the water right there. Klay Thompson is dead in the water.
That's
He's
another
gonna- he's
guy.
gonna be
You're
like
right.
what
I
you
agree
call
with
him,
you.
man.
And I don't think
And
he's
for
worth
him to
no money
play,
no more.
He's gonna have to take money like what you call him took $2 million, like his partner took Westbrook.
Westbrook, yeah.
You're gonna that's what
You
his
talking
next
about Westbrook,
contract gonna
right?
be. That's what James Harden next contract gonna be. You getting the players minimum $2 million. Take it or leave it.
Because
Sign
they
him.
benched him. They benched him. They was tired of him in that final game series that they played. He was
We
awful.
do that every year.
But yeah, but
for the last
if
couple
you
of
can't
years.
find an antidote, and I'm not going to sit around here and just keep paying the player. The Knicks is in a hard way to go to see who they're going to want to keep and who they. Hardenstein, I wish they'd be able to keep him, but
I hope
they're going to
so,
have to
too.
move Mitchell Robinson also.
Yeah, you can
And if
move
they
Mitchell.
move
I'll
Mitchell
do that.
Robinson, they're going to probably have to move him with a draft pick in order for somebody to take them. And whoever they bring in there, they're going to have to cut them. And they get in there and say that we want an expiring contract for him.
All right, but it's really conflicting to just get rid of Mitchell Robinson. I mean, I say it's hard, but maybe, if you just think about it, like what are you gonna get back for him? So like put him on the trading block. You got to get something.
You want to get if you're going to get somebody
solve
back
the
for him, you're going to need an expiring contract so you can get rid of the money.
That's correct also.
You know who could use him? The Phoenix Suns.
Mm.
For sure.
Yeah.
He would fit them perfectly.
Yeah, you're right about that.
He don't need to shoot.
Yeah.
All they need him to do is rebound and block shots.
Yeah.
He would fit there perfectly, and I'm pretty sure Phoenix will give you a scrub and a pick for them, or whatever it is that it takes.
That's a good one.
You want like Green said, you want somebody that you're not gonna keep because you don't really need him. It's just a space right now he's taking up because you holding back Hardenstein because of Robinson. Hardenstein is a better player than Robinson all around.
Yes, he is.
So if you're the Knicks, you gotta find a way to keep him over
I got you,
Robinson.
but not as a good defender. Hartenstein is a good all around.
No, but you know what? If you look at the stats, his block shots ain't that much different than Mitchell Robinson, and his defense, his rebounding is not much different than Robinson
Part
either.
of that is because Robinson been out a lot. As far as block
They
shots,
didn't find, yeah, but you got to understand, and I remember when he got signed by the Knicks, and Mr. Nick over there said, "Who the hell is this guy Hartenstein? Why they gave him that money? Why they signed him?"
And he proved it.
You pull up your shirt.
Thank you, Greg.
Even Greg knows.
And now after the season, he's hoping they sign him for real. You know what I'm saying? I remember when he first got this guy was like, he wasn't good on the Clippers. Why the Knicks take him? He's a bad. Turned out to be a pretty good player for you guys.
I'm
Huh?
gonna put you the fifth on all of this.
You've been pleading the fifth a lot lately.
He's a good piece for the Knicks. He's a good
He's
piece.
the best piece
The
at
best
center they
thing that
got.
ever happened, believe it or not, was Robinson getting hurt. And now you got to see how this guy really played. That was a blessing in disguise. And he plays very well with that trio.
with that group.
With that Villanova group, he plays very well with those guys.
All you need is a guy to back him up for like 6 or 7 minutes a
And while
game.
y'all checking
Give him a little
underneath
blow.
people's garments, I believe you a Knicks fan.
Undercover.
We already know that.
Undercover.
You're a confused fan.
I'm just
Yo, Green, you still there?
Listen,
I'm there, my brother. I'm still
I'm
here, my
actually
brother.
giving y'all positive news, but you know, of
I
course,
wanted you to say what you was getting ready to say about my Laker player, though.
no,
AD
it's the same thing. Like AD, when he's on the floor, he plays good. He's a great player, but he has to be on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
He was on the floor.
But
this
see,
year.
this
that's
year he
the
was. And
thing.
This
That's-
the comparison
Right,
with
exactly. You get with OG.
Mitchell. With OG, I mean, yeah.
You got
think
you
gonna
got to
get 2
hope.
years like
You
that
got to
out of
hope
him like
that he come back like AD did and play 75 games for you.
Right.
Because if he mess around and only play 50 games, then you lost on the bet.
Exactly.
But it's a bet that you need to take because of the fact that he's that good a player when he does play.
You think he's worth 40? You
I-
think he's worth 40 million?
There's guys in the league getting 40 million who I don't think are as good
Nobody's
as
worth that money.
OG.
You already
Wait. Name me one guy who's getting 40 million who you don't think is worth 40 million.
I think he's a better player than Brandon Ingram, and I'm pretty sure Brandon Ingram's getting 40.
No, you don't.
Like we'll have to go down the
He don't make that
contract stats. 'cause
He
we-
will.
No one knows.
This money's going up. It ain't going down.
I don't think
It's
Brandon-
not. It's not.
I don't think
The
Brandon
money.
Ingram-
The
he's
money.
talented.
The
but I
money
don't think
isn't
he's
based on your talent. The
Right.
money is based on what they could afford to pay.
That's what
So
it
that's
is.
why these guys. It's just like football. You got the guys who make 40 million, like Daniel Jones, who ain't worth 40 million. But then you got guys like Patrick Mahomes and Trevor. Well, I can't even say Trevor Lawrence. You know, he making 50 million, and Dak is getting ready to make 60 million because
He
of the
ain't worth
money is
60.
there. But
the money's there.
The
They
money's
can
there
afford
to
it.
The money is
give
there.
you.
And that's why the money is always relevant when you talk money. But if you know, like Anunoby, that you're not gonna play but 60 some odd games, that's the problem. Like, you know, trying to fit the piece in the puzzle. Like, if
But you know what?
if you're available,
If the Knicks don't sign him, somebody's gonna give it to him.
yeah,
Somebody's gonna give him that money.
60's kind of
I don't
60's
think
a
so.
lot
I
of
don't see
games.
it, man. I'm telling.
It ain't 82, but you know,
60 is high.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, we don't see it because we don't live in that stratosphere that these owners live in.
We
Owners is crazy.
They billionaires.
Owners, right? They billionaires. These guys is
And they making money on losing franchise.
right, and they make money on whatever business they had before they came. Because you don't come in the NBA without money.
Right.
So you got to have some. Well, I
Listen.
mean, look at the guy who owns the Brooklyn
We had
Nets.
the Russian dude.
Exactly.
We got
We had the Russian, all the guys.
AliExpress.
Putin's friend.
That dude is the owner of AliExpress.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Wang, right? What is
Yeah.
it? Not Joe. What is it? Joe Tsai. Joe Tsai.
Yeah, he owns AliExpress.
These guys got money, so it don't mean nothing. It's like
Nah,
the
they got
Met.
crazy.
It's like
I
the
always
Met
say
owner.
that. That's my, you know what I always say.
Right, you do
These
say
guys got money. It's not hurting their pockets.
Not hurting
They
their
can afford to pay it. They negotiate these salaries with the Players Association.
Right.
They know
Right.
what they could get. And when anytime somebody time come up for them to get played because of the years of service,
Right.
that's what that they get locked into that money.
So that would be a contradiction. Then that's what you said about Ben Simmons getting his last contract. Ben Simmons should get paid again too.
He's not going to get paid
Absolutely
again because
not.
he's not going to
I
play.
wouldn't pay him.
You can't pay
can't
somebody.
trade him.
You
You
can't
can't
pay
even trade.
somebody who's
Nobody
not going to be
wants
on the court.
Yeah, no.
No.
But there's a big difference between
He's
playing,
not on the court.
between playing 50 games and playing 5 games.
Right.
The
You're
guy
not gonna,
plays 5 games
you're not
a year.
going to give
Is
somebody
5
that
too many?
money
Is that
who's
too
not
many,
on the
Marco?
court. That's all
I'm
I'm
asking
saying.
you,
Might
you're the
be.
expert. Is
It
5
might
too
be.
many?
It might be.
You and not for that. Let's look at Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is like somebody on the internet said he's sitting on the couch watching the game, making $40 million a year for watching the game, and the other guy.
But it won't be for long. You know, once that
That's why
contract
they
is
got
over with,
But
Right,
you
but the
can't
money-
prove
they got
yourself.
the money.
You won't, and even if he does get another contract, it won't be for that money. He's going to get the minimum to show that he can stay on the court.
Right.
They're not going to give him
Well,
that
That's
money.
why.
If
That's
he come
why.
back this year, because I
Right,
think
this year is
five
important
Well,
to
he
him.
got it,
Right.
yeah. But
This
but
year's
after that,
If.
you're not going to get no money.
Who's your coach again?
Who's your daddy?
Yeah, who is our coach again?
I hate
Come on,
to say
now.
it
Okay,
like
let's
that.
go.
I hate to say it like
Holly?
that.
Came for Sacramento.
No, no.
You just got.
Oh, Barrero,
Yeah, we just
whatever
got
his
the
name
new
is. That's who we
Yeah.
got, right? Barrero.
But listen,
All right,
Nets.
you brothers been great, man.
Yo, and
I
thank you for the
should see
call,
y'all
and
some.
thank you
Man,
for putting,
listen,
thank you for
I'll see
putting the
y'all
guy next to
tomorrow,
me in
man.
place.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
All right,
Talk to
man.
you later.
Listen,
All right, bro. Be
make
safe.
sure when you make sure y'all brothers get home safe and good talking to y'all, man.
All right.
All right, brothers. Peace.
All right, and
All right, so let me do some shout outs again. Shout out to Chef Primo. Shout out to Val Sanders. Shout out to Dave Bell. Cousin Michael Pringle. All right, shout out. Thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend, tell a foe. Again, all right. Again, the number here, because the phone lines are open. Phone lines are working this week. It's amazing. Right.
Yeah, loud and clear.
516-206.
You don't know what's gonna happen next week.
0711. I think we got it. I think we got the phones on lock
today.
Next week too, unless we let Todd and unless we let the Magnificent sit over here. 516-206-0711. All right.
I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, we let Mungo touch. Oh no, we can't do that.
The relic.
I ain't
Okay.
touching nothing.
I got
It's
some,
over.
I got
It's
some
over?
more,
It's over?
I got some more trivia.
All right, here we
Wanna
go.
get
Let's
that?
go. Let's let it.
Okay. 5 teams in the NBA have been to have been to the championship but never won. Name them.
Bombastic side eye.
Been to the championship but never won.
I
5
thought we
teams.
did
Do the
this
easy
before.
I thought we did it too.
We did, but can y'all pick them out
we
again?
did Phoenix.
Phoenix.
The Nets.
Yeah, the Suns are one.
The
Yeah.
Nets.
The
That
Nets
was
are
your
one. You
pick.
should have gotten that.
Exactly. That was your pick.
The Pacers.
Pacers is
Pacers.
one. There's 2 more.
Mavericks.
What you
They,
talking
they
about?
just made.
That
No,
was
they
just
won.
one.
They won.
Oh, that's right. With the whiskey.
Yeah.
My bad.
2 more.
And Jason Kidd was on that team. Too.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Forgot about them.
We did this. Come
Atlanta Hawks.
on.
No,
They never won.
they ain't never been to the finals either.
Orlando.
Orlando won.
Yeah.
Orlando's one. One more. You want a hint?
No,
Okay.
because we did this before.
I know.
We did this.
You was here?
Yeah, I was
think
on.
it's-
I think I
okay.
was on this planet with it.
Blackbird.
He said,
Who?
who? The Blackbirds.
Just trying to make it fun.
Down Bird and the Blackbird.
There
You know what I'm saying?
Rock
Creek
Park.
Park.
Yeah.
Syracuse National.
No.
What? I went back.
Yeah, you went to Syracuse. Yeah, that's where you went. You want a hint?
No.
Give you a hint.
All like
Okay.
guy.
Yeah, throw
Throw a
a
lifeline?
Because we
Jordan
lost,
beat them.
we lost at sea. Jordan beat
Utah.
everybody.
Seattle.
There you go.
Utah.
There you go.
Utah.
There you go.
Utah.
Okay, here we go.
When did Portland win?
Bill
With
Walton.
Bill
Oh,
Warren.
Bill
Walton,
Walton,
Beat
right.
Dr. J in them.
Okay,
I gotta get my memory back from the 60s and 70s.
quarterback who
Too much of that stuff.
has the most interceptions and the most fumbles.
Ken O'Brien.
Brett Favre.
Brent Favre is the
There you
answer.
go.
Brent Favre is the
There
answer.
it
I think
is.
we had that one before too.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know.
Come on, Kurt. You
I don't
slipped
know
it.
about
Kurt,
it.
I don't remember.
Slip it,
I don't remember asking you.
I just
That's
remember
because you
he
slip
know
it.
he the
Yeah,
owner.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
because you
Because
slip
it's
it.
either Brett Favre or Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's up there on that list.
Yeah, it's either one of them two.
Okay. Y'all probably won't get this one.
That's
Only 4 players have had a quadruple double in the NBA.
Michael Adams.
Can you name them?
Hakeem.
Hakeem is one.
Nate
Just think
Thurman.
about who
Nate Thurman.
Nate Thurman is another one. Very good, David.
I remember that.
did this before.
No, we did not.
Michael Adams.
No,
Michael Adams.
Quadruple.
not quadruple
Duh.
double.
Dikembe
I'm gonna say
Mutombo.
Wilt Chamberlain.
Wemby.
No, quadruple.
That's 4, right?
Right, 4 characters.
Right.
I tell you,
Okay.
I even got to what they did.
Wilt
that game.
Chamberlain.
No,
Michael
Wilt
Adams.
Chamberlain. Well, he might have done it, but
It wasn't
It's not-
keeping
it
all
he
the
wasn't
stats.
keeping those
LeBron.
records back in the
Yeah,
day.
he did it.
No,
Wilt did it. Kid.
I'm sure he did.
Bill Russell.
No,
Nah.
he's the same thing with him.
Andre Miller.
No, Andre Miller.
Remember Andre Miller?
I remember Andre Miller, but
Yeah,
no.
That's tough.
10 turnovers is a quadruple double too.
How
You
many
know
10
that, right?
turnover.
You know that's a
Yes, it
quadruple
is.
double too, right?
Yes,
You
it
know
is.
that. I'm just.
I know. Tim Duncan.
Tim Duncan.
No,
Then the
We
Duke.
only got
Oh.
2 left.
Hold
there's only
on,
2
hold on.
left.
Then Robinson.
Who?
Robinson.
David Robinson.
David Robinson, yes.
Right.
Kurt, you missed.
I knew it was one of them
Hold on,
Spurs.
hold on. Kurt,
So it's one more.
you misheard me.
No, I heard you.
No, you didn't.
You said
A
10.
turnover.
No, you say-
You said 10 turnovers.
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said 10 turnovers is also considered part of a quadruple double.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Right. But
David
you went back
Thompson.
to the Sandy. Rest in peace to Sandy. You went back to your nickname. That's why
That
you
was
giving me the
good.
middle.
That was a
finger.
good one. That was a good one.
He had a flashback.
That was a good one.
He had 10 turnovers.
No.
Sandy used to call me
10
turnovers.
turnovers. You should call him 10 turnovers. Remember Ted Turner? Ted Turner, the owner?
They used to call Dave.
Right, Dave Shaw. Yo, now check this out. Check this out.
Don't Dave the ball. Dave put his hands up and go his head.
Over his head. What they call him? Too short. Too short. Short on. Too short.
Now check this out.
That's where the rapper. Yeah, that's where the rapper got his name from. Too short.
Check this out. I'm gonna show you something.
What's the last one?
Yeah, who's the last one, Kurt?
I am
It's a guard.
unscathed by this
It's a guard.
nonsense.
It's a
I'll show you this.
it's a guard. No. He was the master of the triple double.
Kevin Porter.
No. You're not gonna get it.
No, it's current players.
No, he's retired.
Scott Skiles.
The last maybe 15 years, 20 years.
Maybe 20 years, yeah. Maybe 20 years.
I don't know.
Throw us a hint.
He punched Shaq in the face.
Charles Barkley?
No.
A guard.
A guard. He punched Shaq in the face. They show it every once in a while on NBA.
Did he
TV.
get punched back?
Yeah, he did.
What?
He was mostly known as a defensive guard.
Not
Al Walker.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Gary Payne.
Dal Walker.
Close enough, but no. Similar type player, but this guy was better than Dal Walker.
I don't remember that.
Sidney Moncrief.
I don't remember Shaq. getting
Close
punched in
enough
the
too.
face. I remember Kobe getting snuffed.
Yeah.
Chris Childs.
Chris Childs, two-piece.
Chris Childs,
Right.
two-piece too, yeah.
Gave him a good two-piece too.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alvin Robinson.
Oh,
I gotta look that
Alvin
clip up.
Robinson.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Why you throwing the towel? We was getting ready to get there.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah,
I
okay.
figured he had 20.
Next week's show, baby.
Well, David Robinson had the base out of all of these guys. He had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 10 blocks, and 10 assists. Robinson had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 steals.
Shout out to New York Nez.
Yeah.
Watching.
Nate Thurman had 22 points, 14 rebounds, 13 assists, 12 blocks.
I think he was the first to record.
Yeah, he was.
Who?
Nate Thurman.
Yeah, he was the first one.
Playing for Golden
Yeah,
State.
yeah, he was before those guys.
Yeah.
All those guys. I
He
know
was, at
Payne
that
did.
time, he was one of the strongest guys.
Oh yeah, I remember Nate.
No doubt.
I've heard Will Chamberlain speak about him and say, yo, he was one of the strongest guys out there.
I think Will Chamberlain probably recorded it too.
Probably did,
And
and
they
I
didn't-
wouldn't
they didn't
doubt Bill
keep,
Russell did too.
I believe he did.
You
They
know,
showed-
but they
Will
wasn't
Chamberlain did.
recording stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Even the same thing with the block shots, they wasn't recording none of that stuff. So it's hard, it's hard to match up. But floor is yours, Dave.
So how about the Mets?
How about him? Yeah.
Oh no, I wanted to go. Oh no.
Yeah, you
we
said you
talked
had
about it.
something.
No, we talked about it because I wanted to bring up the Yankees were staying.
Oh.
Yeah, about him being hurt all the time.
Okay.
No.
So you brought up the Mets because Diaz got caught dirty yesterday? That's why you did that, Dave?
He said, "How about the
Yeah, how about the Mets?
That's what you was. That's why you did that. You undercover trying to.
Did he appeal it? Because
Get a
they
li-
said he was going to appeal it.
Well,
He
they
can
always
appeal all
appeal
he
it.
wants.
They always
He's going to be
appeal it.
suspended for 10
They
games.
found it. You
They
see
didn't
his
check
hand?
the glove,
Did
though.
you see his hand?
I saw the hand, but they didn't check the glove either.
Why
I
they
think
got to
did,
check the
but
glove if you got it
They
all over your
always check the
hand?
glove. No, when you come in the game, they're supposed to check your hand
They
and they
are.
check the glove. They
They
didn't
are.
check the glove. They took the glove, but they didn't check the glove.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
but
supposed
you don't have to check the glove when your hand is
He had
filthy.
rising on
That's
it.
what he said it was.
Well, I don't
Is
know.
it
You know they all gonna say
The
that.
rise is supposed to be a sticky,
Sticky
stuff.
like that?
No.
Yeah, that was sticky.
Yeah, they still
that
do
ain't
that.
never
They do
going
it.
away.
They do it during the game. They
Any
check it.
advantage,
going
any
over.
advantage you could get as a baseball player, you're gonna try to use it.
But you look dumb when you get caught.
And then
That's
there
the
was,
only
Right.
problem.
You look
Then there
real
was a guy,
dumb when
what's
you
the-
get
I'm
caught.
trying to think of the team. The
But
guy that just got suspended for PED, 80 games.
Oh, he just his
He
first
just
game.
came up.
First game.
First game, I guess they tested him before
Yeah,
the game.
first
And he
game.
replaced a guy, Bo Bichette. He replaced him because Bo Bichette got hurt. They brought him up.
First
I didn't
game
hear
in the
that.
majors.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I think
They got
baseball.
suspended
Okay.
afterwards.
80 games.
80 games.
Wow.
I think baseball is a game of cheat anyway.
It is.
Yeah, of course. Everybody try to take advantage of whatever they
Right,
can.
right.
That's why Houston won a championship. Cheating asses. Oh, sorry.
Still mad about that?
Of course. I'll be mad for the rest of my life about that. I still believe he had a wire underneath his shirt when he came around third base. I don't care what anybody says.
No, what I really want to say about the Mets, what's the manager name again?
Who?
Mendoza.
What about him? Ex-Yankee. He's a Yankee.
What about him?
So he's doing a good job, no?
What are you talking
They
Well,
playing better now.
last 16
This is a
games.
question I got
They
for
playing
you.
better now.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Out of all the major sports, which manager, head coach, or whatever that they give the title to in them sports, which you think has the most influence on the game itself? Manager, head coach. What do you call it for the football? Head coach, right?
Yeah.
Head coach.
Baseball is a manager.
Right.
All the other ones are head coaches,
coaches,
right?
right.
Which out of those sports, which one you think the head coach or the manager has the most influence on the game itself?
It would probably be
I,
baseball.
I got to see between baseball and football.
You think baseball?
I think
I mean,
between-
okay, let's say baseball. He does have influence as far as bringing in the relievers, handling that. When the pitcher starts getting tired, you bring in certain that makes the lineup. But the other coaches make starting fives or starting team. Y'all go out there, you make changes along the way.
Well, that's positioning. You know what I'm saying? You got to position your
Right.
defense. It's a lot.
Is that
The starting lineup, putting out the starting lineup,
Right.
the right lineup every night. That has a lot to do with it also.
Well, they all do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying that has, you said, influence. I think
Right.
it's.
Well, I mean, the game
baseball.
itself.
You
You
know
don't
how
think
how
think
gonna
football
go.
does?
I said football too.
Okay.
He said baseball, and I said football.
Okay, my bad. I didn't-
Football is too. Yeah.
Well,
I just-
that's a perfect example of like how
Your
you have
game
a
plan.
batting lineup,
Mm-hmm.
and like say it's a left-handed pitcher, and you got like 8 righties batting in that lineup, and got that one
It
left-handed.
goes in.
guy
I think that's a lot go into baseball.
Well, they know ahead of
It's,
time. They know a few days in advance who's pitching
right.
because it's already put out there. Like this
Yeah.
guy, unless the guy gets hurt or something.
And depending on who's pitching against you, like you said,
Right.
you not so much your pitcher, so who you pitch, the lineup that you're going to set up against that pitcher.
Right.
Or
You know what I'm saying?
you got a righty, lefty, righty, lefty,
Right.
righty.
If you got that type
Going
of team
down.
to do that.
Right. Well, it is also the way you bat them. Sometimes, before Stanton, John Carlos got hurt, sometimes he'd be in the cleanup slot, and then Verdugo would be in the 5th, or vice versa. So one is batting left-handed, one's batting right-handed. Now,
I think. Again, no, I see what you. I just feel those two sports. I would
Right.
say put them both up there
Okay.
more than basketball.
Right.
And
But it's funny because the perfect example is the team you just brought up, the Mets, because they switched Francisco Lindor to the top of the order,
To lead off. Right.
and all of a
he's
sudden
improved.
he's on ball on fire. He's
Right.
batting over 300 as a leadoff hitter when he was like 1-something when he was batting
At the
second or
bottom
third,
of the
right?
first
So, and that one move changed that and JD Martinez is what really done turned the Mets season around right now.
I would agree with you to a point. I think JD Martinez is just a good hitter.
Yeah, he's a professional,
He's a professional hitter.
no doubt.
Now, most of the time, Lindor has always started off slow. Always.
Yeah, but not as bad as he was this year.
Well, yeah,
he was terrible.
It was extremely bad this year, but he's usually a slow start.
Yeah.
And then look at
There's
what's
a-
his name?
There's a bunch of guys like that.
Right,
April
look at what's
April
his-
is bad. They
Right.
don't warm up till they get to May.
Exactly.
When the
April-
weather warms
April,
up,
May,
they get
and
hot.
sometimes look at what's the guy name on Philly? He's a leader for it, and he's not your typical leader, Schwarber.
Schwarber.
Right. Come June, he's the biggest home run hitter the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Yeah.
He's hitting the most home runs in June or whatnot, which is just odd. He ain't, he gets on base, although he be batting like near the Mendoza line and whatnot.
Mhm.
But he's a good on base guy, just weird like that.
Right.
So who would you say? Because
what
I
sport
mean,
would you
I would
say?
say football.
You say football?
I would say
Oh,
football.
you won't get an
because every
argument with
play, you make it, you making plays,
gotta make a
you
call
calling
every
plays.
place.
Well,
Every play.
well, I think.
But you know what the difference to me is? In football, you got the defense coordinator and the offensive coordinator who's right
right.
there
right.
influencing whatever you might do.
Right.
Whereas in baseball, The bench
making
the
that
bench
decision.
guy really doesn't. He might suggest something, but it's not as influential
Right.
as it is when your offensive coordinator or your defensive coordinator tells you something in your ear, and you're like, okay, we'll go with that.
Right.
Because
But he
they
does-
they
he-
right on top of the game,
They on top
more
of the
so
game.
than the
Like
coach.
they'll make like I don't know why the defensive team guys is always upstairs.
And the offensive guys too.
Like they are.
Well,
Not
Because you
all
can
the
see the
time.
you can
Oh,
see
the-
a
the
lot of
defensive
times,
guys is
but you can
always
see the whole
Yeah,
field
see the
better.
field.
Yeah,
They
so
wanna
there
see
are
the
some
field.
guys on the
A few,
field
but
themselves.
most of them are up there because they can see the
You
field
can see
better.
what's going on.
Right.
better.
Plus, you got the monitors there, which
Right.
they all
Yeah.
do anyway. But still, it helps a lot for that bird's eye view.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like when Joe Torre first became the manager of the Yankees, they was calling him Clues Joe,
Yeah.
and they said that
Don Zimmer,
it was the bench coach,
right,
and he
was
should
calling
he
the
got
shots.
most of the credit,
right,
because
He was
he
calling
would
the
lean
shots.
on Joe, or Joe could lean on him.
right.
But what should I do now?
But that's like
No.
a JJ Redick situation, because Joe was really not a manager like that when he got to the Yankees.
Correct.
But once he started learning under Don Zimmer,
Wait a minute,
he
he was a
became-
manager with
yeah,
a
but he
few
wasn't-
other teams
but
in
he-
the
He
league.
went
but he
to the
wa-
Braves.
but
He had a terrible record before
Right,
he came to
Team
the
right.
sucks.
Went to the
He
Braves.
had a terrible
right,
record before he came to the
and he
John
and-
Concepcion
and he
is
did-
watching. Shout out to JC.
he didn't.
JC.
Hey
What up,
Jay,
Jay?
he didn't. It was like under Zimmer, he had a real mentor.
Right.
He had somebody who knew the game in and out. He didn't have that when he was with the Mets or the Braves.
That I get
and
that
that
part.
and that is the big difference as far as him. And like I was saying, JJ Redick, he's in the same boat, because while he's never been a head coach, they're gonna bring somebody in there who's got a whole lot of experience. They better, because if they don't, he's gonna be lost at sea.
Well,
It's like what they. It's like
Oh,
what,
here we go.
it's like well.
I
It's like
took
what
my
they said
pill.
about Steve
Yeah, you
Nash.
did. You took your
It was the
pill,
same thing they were
Right.
saying about Steve Nash.
and they proved to be right.
But see, it's different. Y'all can sit there and say
Every
like,
time
okay,
we say something,
well,
here
Mark
comes
Jackson
Brooklyn.
was in that same boat,
Right.
right?
Uh-huh.
It helps when you got a good team behind you.
Oh yeah,
Now-
definitely.
now,
It masked your mistakes.
Like the difference is like, okay,
Yeah, but
guys-
we had a good team. Still, Steve Nash couldn't mask them mistakes
they made
anyway.
the playoffs, didn't
we
they?
had Kobe.
They made the playoffs.
Kobe
Steve
will
Nash
always be
did-
my.
Steve
They
Nash
did,
finished
but
the
it was
whole
all
season.
because of talent,
Right.
not
Yeah,
because
true.
of none of his
Exactly.
influence
But
at
you
all.
gotta have talent.
I
Even
think
when you're a
after
good
the
coach, you
second-
gotta have
second season.
talent.
I get that, but you can influence the game
Right.
as a good coach.
Yes. you can.
Whereas
Yeah.
maybe,
Second
just
season,
maybe,
yeah.
if Steve Nash was a good
You got
coach, we
five
might
in
have
the
beat
second side.
Milwaukee. I don't care. That guy can't coach.
Or
Come
if
on.
Durant had smaller feet.
Yeah, well, either one. But still, Steve Nash had no influence whatsoever on the
No,
game.
he didn't, and it was evident because you could see during timeouts the assistant coaches.
Right, there was
Right.
other people talking. Right.
He like Steve Nash is
But-
standing behind him.
Right.
He's over there.
see, that's like-
and I'm sitting there looking. Okay, what the fuck is he
But
doing?
like you said, the football has offensive coordinators.
They do, but the head coach,
coach makes the
coach.
final-
Nah, fuck that. We're not doing that. We're doing this.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
And-
that's right.
yeah.
Please, come on.
Yeah, I heard.
Don't
See
be
how you
sorry,
gotta-
be.
You see how you got him hyped like that? You gotta slow down, Mungo. You got my boy hyped.
I think it's basically it's a chess match regardless.
Right,
of
it is.
what
Yeah.
league it is.
Yeah.
You
But
know?
I do
Because
think
look,
football has that.
Pete Carroll, he should have ran. He played an influence.
Yeah,
when
he
should have
did.
just ran beast mode
Right.
all them times into the end zone. He didn't.
Right.
They wound up being an interception throw.
Right.
You know,
Well, that's almost
But-
like
but-
okay
but-
when the Chicago Bears got to the
to the championship.
to the
Super Bowl.
championship, and you don't give the ball to Walter
Walter
Payton.
Payton.
You gave it to
Right.
the fridge.
You give it
But,
the refrigerator.
but there's a big
Right.
difference. Chicago won,
They did win.
and Pete
Right.
Carroll was
So,
just
right.
stupid.
Right.
I'm gonna say it. He was
Okay.
stupid.
Right. I heard
You got a guy who's the top running back in the league,
right.
who nobody could tackle. The ball on the 1 yard line.
Inch
don't
yard
give it
on
to
the inch
Hey,
yard.
you
line.
throwing the ball.
Yeah, you're
Right.
an idiot.
There can't be a more
Right.
dumb play in all of football history.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says.
I
That's the
remember-
dumbest
That
play.
is.
I remember that like it was yesterday. We all
I said they
at
beat him.
Melinda
Right,
House.
I'm getting ready to go
everybody-
crazy.
right.
We all stand up
I'm
there.
getting ready to go
Marshawn
crazy.
Lynch.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
we know he get
I
the
still
ball.
remember Tom Brady's face on the sideline.
Yeah, he
when
knew he
got down.
lost.
He was, he couldn't believe it when they
made
he
that-
jumped up when
when
they
they-
made the play.
When they made
He was
that,
the-
when he made that fumbling, that bobble catch, that's when they showed Brady face like, yo, like what else can I do? Like,
Yeah.
and then
I
they
never
still get,
forget
they
that.
still win it.
They
And the
got-
guy picked it off. He
it
couldn't
is funny.
believe it.
It is
And
funny.
His
because-
face, and what's it called? Face the opposite. The defensive player, the 25 on Seattle.
the
Sherman.
Yeah,
Sherman.
Yeah.
And he seen his face. He was
Yeah.
like, "What the hell did they just
Right,
do?" Like,
right.
Yo, it was crazy, man.
Two things happened there. Malcolm Butler became a star because of the interception, and Pete Carroll went down as the dumbest coach in history.
Yes, sir.
Those two things
He still
happened
got
on
a
one
job,
play.
but isn't that
Yeah, he got a
crazy?
job, but it's crazy
No,
that
he
he still got a
But
job.
no,
Why
that's
would
how
you?
the influence is, though.
He got fired this year.
Like
He
you
did
said.
that.
No, he stepped down.
He stepped down. Oh, I thought he got fired.
Yeah, he stepped down.
He stepped down.
It don't matter. He should have stepped down right after that play. Right after that play, he should have been like, I'm out.
I said after that.
Like Joe Torre should have packed his bags after he
After
gave
we
up.
got-
On the Boston.
We lost to Boston.
So how about this one? When I always bring this up.
And it was up 3-0.
All right, let me ask you.
It
Let me.
better not be a net point.
No, it's when Tim Duncan was on the bench.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
When
what
Allen
color
shot,
shirt-
when
what color
Allen
shirt
hit
Dave
the
had.
3 in Game 6, and Tim Duncan was on the bench, and he had like 20, he
Oh,
had 35
when they
points.
played Miami.
Yeah,
Okay.
and he's on the bench, and Chris Bosh gets the rebound.
They
Like,
came
that
back.
wasn't a bad. That was a bad decision right there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, why
It
was he on the bench? There's no
Why is he
reason
on
why
the
I'd
bench?
be on the
You
bench.
taking free throws, you need that rebound.
Right.
But they
So-
came
and that-
back.
and that
They
was-
came back and won next year.
And that was
that's-
Popovich.
That still ain't
It
as
was.
that still ain't as stupid as not running Marshawn.
So
No, that's the worst.
Come on.
That's the worst. You're
Here
never
goes-
gonna beat that.
You could
You're
have
never gonna beat that.
You could have got the
You're never
worst.
gonna beat
You
that.
could have got the worst coach that the Jets ever had, and he still would have ran the ball
Yeah.
with
You're never gonna
Marshawn
beat
Lynch.
that. You're never gonna beat
let-
that.
What was the
let
guy?
me-
Who's the guy that we got rid of not that long ago? Before
The Jets
Salah. Yeah, the guy right
Oh.
before Salah that everybody
I
hated.
went to Miami.
Yeah, whatever.
I know
I
you're
can't remember his
talking- I
name
can't
now.
remember his
That
name
guy
either.
would have been the head coach of Seattle. They would have ran the ball. So I'm not gonna. I can't excuse Pete Carroll for nothing with
Nah,
that
that's the
play.
worst ever.
Nothing.
So
worst
let's do this. You go around like your favorite teams: baseball, football, basketball. Start with you.
Favorite
Team or favorite sport?
Favorite teams.
In all the sports?
Yeah, like your favorite team in football, baseball, basketball.
Oh, you want to
Oh,
name
that
one
makes
play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, football is the Jets, basketball is the Lakers, and baseball is the Mets. And
Yeah.
I'm a Ranger fan in hockey.
Okay. Yeah, Margo.
Yo, he looking over his shoulder while he was
Anyway,
doing that.
About to slug them.
Yankees, Steelers, Orangemen, Wolverines, Seminoles.
Oh, that's two colleges.
We didn't say
teams.
colleges. We
Yeah,
just
He
yeah.
said
said my
college.
favorite team.
He
You
said
said
favorite
the
team.
You
favorite
named
sport.
two
And
colleges.
the
I
middle
don't
Look,
care.
look.
I named 3 colleges.
Yo, okay,
And
do me a
the
favor.
Minnesota.
Turn this up
Wolverines,
real high
Seminoles.
and do the laughter.
The Seminoles.
All
I
right.
turned it down.
Florida
Baseball,
State.
football, basketball,
Major
professional,
sports.
and kill yourself
Steelers,
after the
Nets.
after. All right,
Yankees,
thank you.
Steelers, Nets. All right.
All right. Thank
Well,
you.
Blue
he
chips.
got 2 out of 3 right, so I'm not gonna kill him because the Jets and the Nets are definitely on the list, and I mean the Jets and the Yankees, not the Steelers. It's the Jets, Nets, and Yankees. That's the correct answer. You got it wrong. So your
All right.
probation's got extended.
Obviously, it's the Knicks, the Jets,
Yeah.
and the Mets.
He's waiting. He's waiting for.
right.
No, you ain't never
Greg,
waiting.
Greg, Greg.
Why would I go anywhere?
Cowboys and the Yankees.
Oh my God! I
What is wrong with you? But anyway,
Wow. He went Sixers, Cowboys, Yankees.
You all over the place.
So-
Yeah, he's
all right, so
he's doing a world tour there. Shit, man.
so now the Knicks, the Jets, and the Yankees. Now
you forgot the Mets.
I forgot you. All right, so
I'm the only guy that like a hockey team.
so
Nobody
all
else.
right, so
I like Islanders.
all right, but so
I was an Islander fan.
I
was too.
I
When
ain't
they,
follow-
when they was winning,
I'm still an Islander fan.
I was-
So, all right, so within the question though, out of that, all the coaches and managers, if you had to fire one of them, which one would it be?
Fire?
Right, or for,
That's
or
a
for the-
great
or-
Right
question.
now, or-
or for your team, the current manager,
Oh.
current coach and manager. You had to fire one
Well,
from the
what-
team that you
I-
named.
guys knew.
Which one would it be?
Oh, can I answer for him?
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin.
I wouldn't fire Mike.
I wouldn't either. I'm just messing with Mongo. That's all.
No,
I'm just
that's
messing
what I'm
with
going
him.
to say.
You gonna say Mike Tomlin?
I'm not going to choose the other ones. I'm going to say Mike.
You don't even know the name of the other one.
I would make history right now.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead.
JJ Redick.
See, I didn't want to fire the new guy. He
I would
fired
make-
the new
I
guy.
would
he's
make
fine,
history
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
he's fine.
I didn't
yeah.
want to fire the new guy.
How did you not give the guy a chance?
Yo, it's funny. That's even faster than Monty Williams got fired. At least he got a year.
I would make
That's
history.
65 minutes.
Go ahead, Relic.
Get him out.
See, that's why I believe not going to fire the new guy.
Do anybody
who you
do
fired,
it?
man?
Do
I
any?
fired Tomlin.
Do anybody know?
You and Five Tyler?
Yes.
Do anybody know the money they giving him? Reddit? Do
No,
anybody look? They
not
ain't
really.
say nothing.
They ain't said
It
nothing
was
yet.
supposed, the press
okay.
conference was
I
I don't
supposed
think
to
they
be
said
today.
nothing yet.
But
No,
they
I don't
haven't
think
said
they said it
anything in
yet.
the news of the papers
I didn't
tonight.
see it.
I know who you want me to
Breaking
say. I'm not
news
going
right
to say it. I'm not saying Aaron Boone because I know how much you hate Aaron Boone.
You gonna say Aaron?
You
Boone.
can say Aaron
He
Boone.
gonna say Aaron Boone.
Honestly, truthfully, out of my three teams, the Yankees, the Nets, and the Jets, I would have to say I'd fire Robert Saleh.
I'm gonna go with that too.
I'm gonna go with Aaron Boone and
There you go,
Tom
see?
Thibodeau.
See?
Okay, great.
What's the Dallas coach name again?
Dallas.
Oh,
Mike-
yeah, yeah.
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. Yeah.
Don't worry, your wish will come through next year. If they don't win in the playoffs, he's gone.
Well,
Yeah, he will be.
Yeah, he won't be. He won't be back.
I'm not advocating for Saleh because I think Saleh's gonna hang himself. Unless
No,
Unless
Aaron
unless
Rodgers gonna
Rodgers
hang.
play
He's
miraculously.
gonna hang him because Aaron is an
Yeah,
idiot.
like he said, Aaron Rodgers gonna hang him.
He's gonna hang him.
He didn't come to minicamp.
Exactly,
Right.
because he had to go smoke a wussle or whatever they call that stuff. That's a hell of a reason why you can't make minicamp. Like they said, 31 out of 32 starting quarterbacks went to minicamp. And like Michael K said, it's mandatory. The only guy in all of football who didn't get to the mandatory camp was the one guy who said he's tired of all the distractions at the beginning of the year, and he's the biggest distraction. It don't make no sense.
But so
I mean, maybe I need a Wasco.
no.
What
I can
is
see
a
what
Wasco? What
whatever
is
it
that?
is that he go to smoke.
What is
He
that?
go to Peru. It's some kind of mind altering drug that they smoke in Peru.
LSD.
No, it is
like
something
our
like
stuff.
that.
It ain't
It ain't
How
like
you say it? Wasp?
it ain't like
A
our
Wasco
stuff.
or something like that.
Our stuff is odorless, tasteless, and no cost you that.
Yeah, we get the free hater pills.
Right.
You too could get a hater pill if you come down here.
Wasco.
Oh, what's it called?
You said Wasco, right?
A Wasco
Wasco.
or something like
Wasco.
that.
Ours is
So you smoke
imaginary
it?
weed.
You
I think they
inhale it?
smoke it.
No.
I believe they smoke it.
Well, you
Ours
want
is
some?
I'm
imaginary
trying to
weed.
figure out what it is.
You want
Go to
some?
Peru, pay $10,000. You could go in a cave,
Mhm.
smoke the drugs with
Go
the
in the
with the
cave.
with the shaman, stay in the dark, and then come out and decide you want to be a Jet.
The cartel.
So that's
might
what
get you.
Rodgers did.
So the Green Bay game against Detroit was a telltale sign for me. And then the Jets decided. So it wasn't really the coach, it was the GM or the owner that went after him.
Who went after the
Went after Aaron Rodgers when he couldn't even win that one game to get you into the playoffs that season. And then after that, it was bye-bye Green Bay. Come to New York. You played 4 plays last season, then you was done.
Mhm.
And
what's gonna happen this year?
this year,
8 plays?
I don't know.
This year, I hope he lasts longer than 4 plays. That's
Oh,
all I'm
You
hoping
think,
for.
you think he can get through a game?
You're a Jet fan.
I hope so. I hope so.
Well,
'Cause
by
I can't
default.
with them. I can't with them no more. I really.
Because after doing this, after going on these silly rides for years after years after years, you know, like
But that's why you a fan.
Years, a decade.
That's why we a
So
fan.
that means you're not gonna be a Jet
That's
fan
why
after
he never
that?
changed.
Right.
That's why I'm a Dallas.
No, but see, you right. But you pointing at the guy who's a Net, everybody in America fan.
Yeah.
So it's a different story.
Don't do this.
Yeah,
man.
do this.
Yo, you did that for real? You was at a game with a shirt on?
No.
Yes, he was. Don't let him fool you.
Coach,
man.
Coach,
go in the
Coach got
bathroom.
pictures.
Don't let him fool you, man.
Depending on who wins,
He can flip the shirt.
He don't have a picture.
depending on who wins, he'll go in the bathroom.
He don't have a
Go in his
picture.
phone booth.
I wasn't taking a picture of his stomach.
He couldn't say it in his
Go in the
mind.
phone booth
He
and change
couldn't
the shirt.
say a picture.
Yeah.
But if it's justified that you would continue to go on a silly ride like that, would you really continue to root for that team?
We've been doing it.
That's
for all
what
this
fans
year.
do.
Yeah, that's a fan.
That's what makes you a
Because that's
fan.
why you guys are still Knicks fans.
Right.
Every
Y'all should
year.
have been less.
Tell me, because I know,
Y'all
because
ain't
I
won a
know,
chip and you still a
because
Nets
I
fan,
know
man.
I've done it.
Well, just a second.
I
You
just
just said that you was done with LeBron.
I didn't say the Lakers.
But
I
he
said
done with the
LeBron.
LeBron.
franchise.
Right.
He
I
done
said
with the
LeBron,
player,
not
not
the
the
Lakers.
But
franchise.
you got a Knicks shirt under your shirt.
Oh shit!
I'm an undercover Knicks fan. I told y'all that before. I'm an undercover
Alright,
Knicks
But at
fan.
least he's honest.
Hold up,
Yeah,
hold up.
I'm an undercover
You-
Knicks fan.
And Mongo,
Mongo,
I'm
you
not a-
better
I'm
not have
a
no
fan.
Knicks
I'm
stuff.
not a Knicks fan.
You better not have no
Alright?
Knicks
I
stuff.
got no
I don't
orange
wanna
and
hear-
blue in
Exactly.
the house at
No
all.
way in the
Thank you.
Except
Thank you.
Syracuse
Oh,
stuff.
Thank you.
Oh,
That's it.
sound like you a Surge fan. Never mind.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like me. There's
But-
nothing orange and blue that I own in the
Exactly.
house. And I'm pretty sure that even Wanda doesn't have that much orange and blue in the house. We might wear something orange and we might wear something blue, but we'll never put the combination together. That's illegal in a Seder home. I don't even let my grandson go out in orange and blue. That's right.
That's
I don't
deep.
even let my grandson do that.
Well, now we know what to get him for Christmas.
Yeah, okay.
not you. I'm gonna
Don't
buy
point
it.
at
I'm gonna
me.
buy
We
his
talking about
grandson a
him.
Knicks.
Now we know what to get
I
him for
got one
Christmas.
at home just for him.
How
Tell him,
many?
shit, man.
Let me
you do
ask
that.
y'all that because I know
I
you've
bet
done
he
it.
will. I bet he take it though.
Because I've done it
I-
every year.
I will
Jet
personally
fan.
bring my grandson in here and you can watch him burn that shirt right in front of you after you give it to him.
How
And
many?
I'll give him the
Make sure you
lighter.
got no smoke detectors in.
How many?
Give
No
him the
sprinkler
lighter.
system. No sprinkler system.
How many times after the year's over, or before the year's over, because it don't take that long with us Jet fans, you say this is it. This is the last year. I'm not going for him no more. And then when the next year come along, what are we doing?
Right
You know how
back
many
at it.
times I said I'm
Right
done
back
with
at
them?
it. That's it.
You know how many times my daughter laughs at me?
So
She be talking about your dad. Your team suck,
all I'm saying is, well,
and we keep coming back every year.
Yeah, we can't help
Like you said,
ourselves.
it's a fan. You
We can't help ourselves.
I know,
it's the fandom.
because it's just that one time you hoping.
Again,
It only take one time for them to win,
it's
You
the
know,
fandom.
and then I can
Nobody-
quit.
nobody-
Do you remember? You said
quit-
you watched the,
you quit
the
back in
Rangers.
69.
You said you watched the Rangers, right? You watched the Rangers. There was, I think it was game 7, right?
Yes.
And there was somebody put up, I think they put up a sign saying, "I can die now,"
Yeah.
because that's how long it's
Right.
it
That's
was.
how long it
You know what I'm
was.
saying?
Right. Right.
All right, so we coming close to the end. Great show, y'all, for the 626. For everybody, yeah, it flies by because y'all got the relic over there stretching on y'all.
I'm just, they doing that to me. What are you talking
I
about?
said you stretching on them, bro. I'm cheering for you. I'm rooting for you.
Right, but
Always
I'm saying-
rooting for a loser.
There you go. There you go. I'm glad you said it, Dave. You can't get out that bad habit. I'm trying to break you out of it, but you just refuse to do it. And so you continuing by first things you brought him in, and now you still see how he do, and you keeping him. Because
Exactly.
me and Todd is ready to put him on the side of the Bell Parkway.
Exactly. That's why he's here.
I'm trying to put me on the belt part.
That's why he's here to make it
I held on.
Yo, Todd, next week he'll call you at 3:30.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
make y'all look
Yo,
good.
you left yet?
So, and with that being said, all right. With that being said, all right, another great show, and just come back to mind and come back to thinking, when was your last recent championship? Any of us? I think Todd has got the recent,
most frequent,
Yeah.
most recent championship.
In season tournament.
bubble championship.
He got one in 2024.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Hold on. Did you see that crazy statement LeBron said?
No, what did he say?
When the Celtics won and they got their banner, the 18
Oh no,
banner,
he didn't say.
he said we got 18 too.
Oh
he
no,
said
he didn't.
he said the in-season tournament counts.
Oh
we got,
no, he didn't.
Yo, you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see
put it in
that.
the chat.
Oh
Yo,
my
he's retarded.
God. Yeah, no, that's
he's
retarded.
retarded.
Now that's retarded.
He's retarded.
That's
He
retarded.
put
If
that
he
out
actually
like that.
said that, that's retarded.
Magic don't like it, though. Magic don't like
That's
they got
ridiculous.
that.
You
That's
don't count
ridiculous.
that. You don't count that.
Oh, mess.
Yeah, who was the most recent one after Todd?
But we have
Is
one in
it
the bubble.
is it the 2009 Yankees?
That's about it. That's it.
This is it.
That's me.
No.
Come on, man. I go. Who's after that?
Okay. All right.
After that, it
All right,
was
y'all. So
I think the 86 Mets, right?
All right,
Oh no,
y'all, so-
no,
Knock it
yeah,
off, yo.
because there's no Giants
all right, y'all.
fans
So
in
we're
here.
gonna be back
So
next
it's gotta
week.
be
I
the
wanna thank
86
everybody
Jets.
That's wrong.
I
for
mean,
tuning in.
86. Who was it?
So,
Yes, indeed. Oh, this on
Who
that
was
time.
it?
Come on.
The
Just want to
Nets?
thank everybody
Oh,
for
oh,
listening.
we don't-
Yeah.
As always, our callers, everything worked out for us today. I'm thankful for the equipment for working out, the phones and everything. But we appreciate you guys as always. Stay tuned for next week.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, shout out to my son. He's graduating.
Forgot his name.
Congratulations.
He said,
All right.
He graduating. He battled sickle cell.
Very good, man.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Serge,
I want to congratulate his son on winning
Yes,
that battle
yes.
and doing his thing.
Yes.
But I do have to say that when we was talking about recent titles, the guy next to me tried to bring the Steelers into it, and we ain't nobody in here
He
besides
said
him.
recent.
all right,
We not talking Steelers,
all right.
but everybody, thank you for listening. We love you.
Coach Kurt.
Thank you.
2008.
I want to thank everybody who took the time out to listen. Thank you for everybody in here, seeing everybody once again, and continue seeing them.
All right, take us home, Kurt. Thank you. See y'all next week.
Peace and love.
Oh, nice. Good move, Dave.
I try to do the best I can for you, but it seems it's not enough. And you know I care even when you're not there, but it's not what you want. You close your door
You went past.
when I wanna give you more. And you know I feel so out of place. And you know it's true. Don't you think I'm good enough for you? Ooh, and can't you see that each and every day you're just hurting me? And I want this pain to stop. So if you really care, I mean, if you really care, well then open up your heart to me. Open up to me. 'Cause you know that I tried to be with you. And you know that I wanted to see us through. You know that I needed to make you mine. It was just a matter of time, caught up in the hands of time. You know that I try to be with you. You know that I wanted to see you through.